Good evening. Welcome to Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. This year, John Curtis Christian School is celebrating 61 years of excellence and is continuing to build champions for life. Tonight's pregame is sponsored by Proud Yogi's Bears. Walter and Bill Sanchez, class of 1977, and younger brother Chris Sanchez, class of 1980. Proud Yogi's Bears, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. Alongside fellow John Curtis Christian alums Robbie Eutzer, Gordon Hebert, Danny Wimprine, I'm Kevin Fayard. Tonight, we're at the Shrine Airline in Metairie, Louisiana, as the John Curtis Christian Patriots host the Santaluces Chiefs. The Patriots come into tonight's ballgame with a record of 1 win, 0 losses on the season, while the Chiefs are a perfect 3-0. Danny, Santaluces is a very athletic team, very similar to Patriot opponents St. Aug and Carr, which we'll see later on this year. Tonight's ballgame is going to be a great test for the Patriots as we begin district play next week versus the Jesuit Blue Jays.
Well, Kevin, bottom line is anytime somebody comes in from out of town to play you, they obviously think they have a pretty good ball club. Coming all the way, I think they're right outside of Miami.
West of Miami, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're going to be coming all that way not to, get your butt beat. So, obviously, they think they have a pretty competitive ball club this year. So, everybody's been asking me this week, how good are they? How good are they? I haven't been able to watch any film this week, unfortunately. Haven't been able to see them. But, obviously, we watched them a little bit in warm-ups. Look like they're a pretty good size club. They look like they're very fast and physical. They throw it around a pretty good bit. So I think it's going to be a great test for us. Obviously, last week came and went with not being able to play Zachary. That was the type of game that we wanted to have under our belt. But obviously this is the same type of competition, and we want to be able to get this done in the same old fashion with a W that you can move on and be healthy for the next coming weeks. But like you said before, we know that our tests are going to come in the Catholic League as well as with St. Aug coming up that everybody's talking about around the state, with very physical. They're a huge team, and they're St. Aug like we've always known them to be, and then Carr as well. Big matchup from last year's loss against them. So I think it's great to have another opponent that you've never seen before. The only good thing that I'll say is if you're playing a team like this, unless the guy's 80 years old, he's probably never seen an offense like ours. So you can watch as much film as you want against a team that runs the option like we do, but unless you've played against it, there's really no way to emulate it in Team D,
Yeah, absolutely. To your point, and I'm laughing because I never thought I would say the Veer offense is the gimmicky offense now.
Right.
Because you and I grew up, myself in the 70s, Wishbone and the option were the offenses. Very few schools, passed. And, of course, when you came along 10 years after me, the passing game in high school really kind of started into what it is today. And I was telling somebody outside a tailgating party, I said, it's hard for Santaluces to really – they can watch all the film they want, to your point, but they can't duplicate what we do. And they're Team O, Team D, you know what I'm saying? So that's
exactly.
hard,
Well, think of it this way. My senior year, we went in the I think it was still the Hap Galati Classic or the Superdome Prep Classic, and we played Evangel that year. And Evangel was the number 1 team in the country. And for us to do Team D, I had to stand 12 yards, I think it was 10 yards back in the shotgun.
Yeah.
And my center threw the ball as far as he could, and it went over my head, and another coach threw me the ball.
Yeah.
And we would drop back with 4 and 5 wideouts and done stuff that we've never done before. Obviously, coming from Curtis, who runs the option, our guys are running post and scissors routes and everything, every combination imaginable. So there's no way to emulate it really. And now on the other side of the coin, a team from Florida who's used to the run and gun, team sprinting it out like they always do, and then they come to Louisiana and they play one of the most dominant teams ever in the country, and they're going to run it right at you with the option, the Veer. So it's going to be totally different look for them. But when it comes down to it, Kevin, you got to have the players, you got to have the horses, you got to have the discipline. Obviously, this game's no different than we've been playing. I think we've been pretty disciplined. In the last few weeks, we have not had a lot of penalties, have not had a lot of crazy things happen on special teams. So we want a lot more of the same today. Obviously, explosive on offense is what we're looking for, but you got to get after the QB, and we've been doing that. I think our defensive line has improved tremendously. The linebackers have run really well. The defensive backs have held up, and I've been really proud of the way that we've gotten after it the last couple of weeks. But today's a different day, so we'll see who shows up. But I'm really proud of these kids so far. Obviously, we're going to see this team for the first time ever, you and I as well. So it's an exciting matchup. You got to love when you have matchup like that. If you're one of the kids out there, you got to love to be able to get on the national stage and be able to show Florida what Louisiana is all about.
Agree. Unfortunately, whatever the situation was, we didn't play Zachary last week, and and I feel for the seniors. That's one less game they have to play. However, a concern that I have, it's kind of a good news, bad news. Good news is the Jamboree against East Jefferson, and then the season opener against Santaluces, the Patriots handled business. We scored, I think, when he carried the Jamboree into the first game against Santaluces, we scored on 7 consecutive possessions.
Right.
The bad news is, combined the Jamboree and the first game, our starters on offense have only played, I think, combined 35 plays. So, and I was really wanting us to play Zachary, one, because they're a good ball club, to prepare us for tonight and the rest of the season, because this might be a true full-quarter game, because they got some studs here. I know a boy's a condition, but you know what I'm saying? You got to be in football shape in plays, but we only played 33 plays.
No, you really bring up a good point, because here's the bottom line. Over the last few weeks, we've talked about adding to the depth of the team.
Right.
Because, I truly believe that you win also with your second and third team guys, and your guys that could come in special teams and play hard as first teamers and second teamers. So the other side of the coin to that is that your first team has not played very much.
Right.
So like you said, you have to be well conditioned. Another thing you got to think about is, we've been practicing at the lower school. Lower school is a 50-yard field. It's not like a normal 120-yard field that we're used to practicing on at the high school when we got that new field turf. By the way, unbelievable. It looks beautiful. I would have never imagined it would have come out like it did. I would recommend, if you haven't seen it, for anybody out there that has not seen the turf at the high school, especially the guys that have played a long, long time ago, go check it out. It'll blow your mind. JT said, it was funny when you and I talked to him a month or so ago, he said when they started pulling the dirt off the field, he almost got emotional because he knew how much work he and his dad and his brother and everybody else has put in over the years. I can remember when we were young, we had to replace the turf, or we had to replace the grass on that field one year because they were putting drainage in. So we're out there for like 4 days putting turf down 100 yards long. So it's a totally different field, but you got to remember that too. We're not running long sprints. We're not doing all that. Obviously, there's a lot of different things you could do. But, yeah, you bring up a good point, is that when you get into those 4-quarter games and you haven't conditioned for them, because let's say this too, it's not just about running for 5 minutes. It's about playing for that 2.5-hour stretch of being on your feet and doing all those things.
And we're going to go to a video. Robbie's going to play it for us. It's a new introductory video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Here come your Fighting Patriots at John Curtis Christian School. The Patriots are occupying the west sideline, wearing their traditional white helmets, blue jerseys, and red pants. Occupying the east sideline is the Santaluces Chiefs. They're in red helmets, white jerseys, and white pants. And we're moments away from the kickoff. Again, we want to thank Proud Yogi's Bears, Walter, Bill, and Chris Sanchez for their sponsorship. If you want to interact with Danny and I during the broadcast, feel free to send a text message to 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690. Give us your name and your location. We'd love to give you a shout-out. Kicking it off with Big Barry, listening to us. Class of 1988. Appreciate you, Barry, for checking in. Of course, Jeff Bonet watching from Ponchatoula says, let's go Patriots. Thank you guys for being loyal listeners. This is the first meeting between the two schools. Coach JT is entering his 55th season as coach of the Patriots, and his current record is 616 wins, 77 losses, and 6 ties. He is 5 wins away from tying the record, and, of course, 6 wins from being the all-time winningest coach in the sport of football. Not just high school, but the sport.
Kevin, I really like the red pants with the blue jerseys with the white helmet.
Yeah, it's sharp.
Looks pretty slick. I don't think we see that combination very often, but I like
No.
the red. I think I just like the red because the red traditionally for us, the tops, the jerseys have always been for homecoming and state championships and things like that. So anytime I see red, it kind of just gets me excited like this is a big game. And obviously every game is a big game for us, and you have to treat it that way. And, you know, that's part of the maturity of having good seniors and good leaders out there to understand, you know, that it's not really about the opponent. It's about you each and every week, and you have to handle your business and treat it as a business trip and a business game. And, you know, I know Santaluces is tell me if I said that right again.
Santaluces?
Yeah. I know that they, you know, obviously have to have a lot of character with their ball club, you know, traveling. I believe they flew. I'm not sure. But, you know, traveling all the way down here to be able to play a good Curtis team and, you know, be all about the business.
And the Patriots will receive. They'll be going right to left, so they'll be defending the south end zone going north. And we are moments away from the opening kickoff.
And our captains for tonight's game were, I think it was Kaheem Smith. It was number 2, I think, Jamal Callio, and 64, Andrew Lamb. No, it couldn't have been Andrew Lamb. That'd be a senior.
Hey, let's give a shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Bunk. Listen to us in Kenner. Appreciate you. So go Big Blue. Thank you for your support.
Got a shout out already from Kerry Lauricella and the Bayou Boys, and then my buddy Rudy Girardo, my new Curtis family with Shannon and his little son Graydon in Baylor's class, and I appreciate them being with us.
The Lower Sales, that's the Barataria Pirates.
Oh, yeah, that's
Patriots.
right. That's right.
The Pirates from down there, right?
Yep.
All the fellow Ephesians. The Forey family, listen to us in River Ridge. Rob, Robin, Julia, and Sophia. Go Patriots. Appreciate you guys. Deep for the Patriots.
Is that
Near side returns to be Kaheem Smith.
Is that the flyby for the opening kickoff?
That's right.
Gotta love it.
Michael Turner will be deep, and then to the right will be Marlon Prout. So Smith, Turner, and Prout deep for the Patriots. To kick it off for Santaluces, number 18, that's going to be Christian Clavijo.
Well, we have not really been able to see the kickoff return team, Kevin, much in the last couple weeks. So hopefully we get something here and we could set something else up nice on a return.
And we're ready to play, right?
Yeah, it almost looks like the kickoff team's looking back at the head coach. Like maybe they're setting something up. They're not sure of what the call is.
They almost had a delayed game on an open kickoff.
Yeah,
Sky kick near side. Smith picks it up at the 31, and he is gang tackled. And the Patriots will take it 1st and 10 there.
That's pretty good placement right there by their kicker, Kevin, right at about the 30-yard line. We kind of slow played it a little bit and let it bounce. I'd prefer if we catch it on the run right there with a full head of steam and not, you know, rely on the bounce, because sometimes, you know as well as I do, that bounce can get crazy and funky, and they're running down there with a full head of steam and can knock your block off. So a good job of just securing it and trying to hit it forward for a little bit extra yards north and south, and we're going to start in pretty good field position on the 30.
Yep, 1st and 10 Patriots from the 30, ball in the near hash mark. Prout and Gabriel, the halfbacks. Bruno, the senior quarterback, under center.
Ooh, they're coming up to press coverage on Mike Turner and Tyler Bergeron.
Big hole right off the right center. We'll go that way. Hand off to Gabriel, and Danny, he fights hard. Possibly 6 yards across the 35-yard line. Let's see.
Yeah,
they mark him at the 5. The game of 5. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Good hard run right there. The mesh point looked like it got messed up a little bit. I'm not sure if we pulled somebody on that play. Might have run the old G pull on that one. But Dagan Bruno looked like he had a little bit of room outside. But you early in the game, always say let's feel them out, give until they make you pull the ball. So let's see how that plays out there.
2nd and 5, ball in the middle of the field. Send the receiver in motion across the formation near side. We'll go to the right again. Gabriel takes the handoff. No, excuse me, Bruno kept it.
So Bruno did exactly what I thought
Short
from
game.
Up here, pulled it, and I think it was actually a give read. The defensive end was playing games with him just like we saw last time. So it was really a give. He pulled it like I mentioned before, and I think if he does give it, we got some extra yardage there. Kevin, the one thing that I'll tell you is they carried that receiver all the way across the field in man-to-man. So expect us to maybe try to go over the top in man-to-man coverage with these very experienced receivers.
Yep, gain of 3. 2nd down 2. Smith, or the halfback, 2 Smith running backs.
Ooh, nice.
Kaheem got the handoff on the left side, and he'll have the first down. Nice run there.
It looked like the safety just tripped him up there, Kevin, with a shoestring tackle. Good job. It looked like we're going to go in our hurry-up offense right here, straight to the line of scrimmage, quarterback making the call.
Ball's at the 46-yard line. Twins to the right. We'll come near side. Kaheem Smith takes a handoff. He crosses the 50 into Chief territory, and he's near the 44. Let's see what he spotted.
Yeah, and when our running backs run like this, Kevin, you got to love it. Those guys are coming downhill with a full head of steam and rocking and rolling, ready to get their hands on the football. So if you're a quarterback, like I said, give until they make you pull the ball. You're going to continue to get positive yardage, pick up first downs.
The 49.
Good job so far.
Yep. 1st and 10 Patriots. 10:05 to go in the quarter. Little handoff up the middle. Short gain by Marlon Prout.
Setting it back up. No
Gain of 1.
Huddle offense. Running back in or running back off, and we're back up to the line ready to go.
Twins near side. We'll go to the right option.
There it is.
There it is.
I
Gable
was
has
waiting
the
for that one. Yes, sir.
He's turns the corner and to be tripped up inside the 20 near the 19-yard line. Should be 1st and 10.
Kevin, it's always a numbers game. They just don't have enough numbers to the top of the field to be able to take the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch. So a great call right there. Offensive coordinator Jeff Curtis attacking the end man on the line of scrimmage, making him commit instead of having to read and allow him to play games. Let the senior quarterback go downhill at him, pitch it out. You got a blocker in front. Nice first down gain.
1st and 10, Patriots at the Chief 19. 9:22 to go in the quarter. This is the opening drive of the ball game. Little short 3-step drop fade near side to Turner, and going to be in and out of hands, incomplete. There's a flag in the play.
Ooh, looked like he almost had it. Good job of him extending his hands late. And I thought he got his fingertips on it. But like you mentioned, there's a flag on the play. We'll see what they call. Just a 3-step drop. You'd like to think it's nothing on us inside.
Either a hold or interference, I see. Pass interference.
Pass interference on them.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked like the DB kind of had over-the-top coverage. Almost, when you throw the fade, you want your receiver to beat them over the top. It almost looked like the DB had good coverage, but I don't know if he got right there and just kind of didn't allow him to get through and to the ball, so I'm not sure there. And this is kind of a far view, to be honest with you. Guys out there, for Kevin and I to be able to see every moment. It's not really in our face. It's at least 150 yards away from where we are up here in the booth.
Yeah, it's basically a 9-yard penalty placed at the 10-yard line. First down, Patriots. Should be first and I believe 1. Smith and Proud, the halfbacks. Proud takes it on the right side, and he's going to be near the goal line, and he's
got to
in.
get in. Yes, sir. Nice job. Well, I'll tell you what.
Proud with a touchdown.
Some great wiggle on that run, Kevin. Good job. He shifted right to left to back to right and got in the end zone. So great blocking up front. It looked like we went Twins down to the bottom of the field again. The safety was shifted over to the Twins formation, and we had the numbers again to the right to be able to run the football. So a great job right there. Good call. And it's good to be on the board first on the first drive of the ball game. So, I love when when the team allows you to get the ball first, because a lot of times you defer to make their offense good on the field and then maybe allow them to make the first mistake. But when you get the ball and you shove it right down their throat for a touchdown, that's a great feeling offensively as well as for the whole team.
Patriots line up for the PAT. Kippers to kick it. Snap, place, kick is up, and it is good. So with 8:58 to go in the first quarter, it's now the Patriots 7, Chiefs 0.
Kevin Kippers has done a great job for us over the last few weeks. Number 17, 6 foot, 180-pound junior, and like we said before, those are precious points. He's done a great job of giving us those. So for that first touchdown, I want to give thanks to Moe's Pizza, one of our sponsors from the very beginning. Moe'sPizzaNola.com. Give them a call, 341-9650 for their homemade hand-tossed pizza, lasagna, meatballs and spaghetti, the sausage wraps. Everything that they have is fantastic. Go check out the website, Moe'sPizzaNola.com. That's Jeff Arsman, his lovely wife, Lisa, class of 1986. And give him a call, 341-9650. Moe's Pizza, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Dane Prout had a 9-yard touchdown run. Kippers added a PAT, making it Patriots 7, Chiefs 0. That was an 8-play drive going 70 yards in distance, burning 2:58 off the clock.
Yeah, good job. And I'll be honest with you, Kevin, we really didn't even have to throw the ball. They're giving us man-to-man matchups out there. I like what I see to be able to set some things up for later. We tried to throw the fade, got interfered with, and kept continuing to move the ball down.
Yep. Kick is fielded at the 15-yard line, and great job by the Patriot coverage team. Only gave me about 6 or 7. It's going to be around the 21 or 22-yard line, but nice job by the coverage team.
Yeah, good job. And we've said it time and time again. If you're a kickoff coverage guy, you got to be a special individual, running down there ready to smash somebody. So a good job by the kickoff team getting down there, putting a hat on somebody, and keeping it pinned deep in their territory.
They're actually going to move it up to the 23. Give a shout-out, Connie, Linda, and Teresa listening in Kentwood. Go Big Blue. Appreciate you guys. Or you ladies, excuse me. 8:51 to go in the quarter. This is now the first possession for the Chiefs. They will be in a spread formation. Their quarterback is DeVoe. Williams will be the halfback, and they'll have twins to the left and twins to the right. And they'll line up in a pistol formation. DeVoe looks near side, throws it, and it's intercepted by Jason Curtis at the 32-yard line. Makes a couple moves, heads down the sideline, and he's going to be tackled inside the 20. Nice read there by Jason Curtis to step it up into the pass lane and picking it off.
Goodness gracious. One of our guys literally threw their guys into the stands.
Yeah, we got a flag for it.
Over the railing.
Threw him over the railing. I'm right here.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay.
Oh, man.
I don't like seeing that at all.
That's the quarterback, DeVoe.
Yep. Well, I hate to say that's really the first thing that they teach you defensively when you get an interception, to go after the quarterback, because he's going to be the safety basically. He then turns into the safety on defense. So obviously we had him wrapped up and removed him from the field of play. I don't like seeing him go over the railing. That's ridiculous. But a good job defensively for the Patriots. I tell you what, they faked the toss out of the pistol formation, and then it looked like they had nobody to be able to, I'll be honest with you, Kevin, I think we had 2 or 3 blue shirts right there on the pick. Jason Curtis obviously had it and made it happen, but they, great job by the Patriots defensively, the first play from scrimmage with the big pick and the return.
So what would have been a 1st and 10 around the 19-yard line. It's going to be moved back 15. And where are they placing it? We need a ball.
You got a ball, guys? Here we go. Let's play some ball. Yeah, the quarterback is gingerly walking. Is it the quarterback, Kevin?
Yeah, DeVoe.
My eyes can't see from way over here, but he's gingerly walking across the field.
DeVoe.
I really like
the 34-yard line.
I really like the attitude of getting him off, but you got to have a little common sense there, Kev, not to go a little overboard there.
Yeah. Well, the coaches will handle it.
But you know what? That's the way I like to play football, I'll be honest with you. And I was it was funny, we're at a lower school game the other day, and Jeff's there, Jason Howard's there, and he said, oh, and that was Malcolm. And he said, man, I remember Jeff, you wouldn't think Jeff hit people, but, man, one time I caught a pick, And he knocked me harder than anybody I've ever seen. I said, dude, I was at Memphis one day. I threw a pick, and I ran over 2 dudes. I said, because you throw an interception, you get pretty ticked off.
Ball in the near hash mark, 1st and 10 Patriots.
Again, press coverage on the outside.
Yeah. Bruno has a receiver open on the out route.
He fell
down. Mitchell was the intended receiver.
He had it. He had it. And Mitchell had it.
Yep.
Not a bad route right there. Just coming out of it. Looked like it just got a little slick, and he fell down on the
on the break.
On the break. But, yeah, Kevin, if they're going to continue to press us, we have to be able to throw the football. Good protection back there. We didn't have any flaws in the protection, just fell down with the receiver.
2nd and 10 with 8:35 to go in the quarter. Prout and Gabriel, the halfbacks. Huge hole off the right side. We can go outside of every one. We're going to draw play instead. Gabriel, nice move up the middle. Crosses the 30. He's close to the 25. Let's mark him around the
I tell you what, Kevin,
27.
The past few weeks and in the Jamboree, I think Gabriel has gotten a lot better in his movement this year. So yes. I don't know what he did at the end of last season and then the preparation in the summer and working out and all that stuff, but I really think that his wiggle has stepped up a lot since last year, and I really like the way he puts his foot in the ground. Almost reminds me of Proud a little bit in his change of direction.
We'll send the receiver in motion near side. Option, bad pitch. Naheem Smith picks it up, does the best he can, but needs to be tackled for a loss around the 32-yard line. Just that play was doomed from jump. Loss of about 5. But we're going to go for it here. Too far to kick a field goal and not really necessary to kick a punt because if you punt in the end zone, there's only a net of 12 yards, so you might as well go for it.
Right. Yeah, it's one of those tricky parts of the field. But, honestly, Kevin, we talked about this a little bit last week. Some of these things are the things that you need to work on. 4th, and I wouldn't consider it long.
That's called 8.
But 4th and, a sticky situation here at that tough part of the field. Let's see if we can get it here.
All right, receiver in motion. That's Turner. We're going to roll near side. Bruno looks, throws it. It's going to be caught in the flat. And that's going to be Marlon Prout with a touchdown.
Not only can we do it, but we can score a touchdown off of it. Nice execution right there by the Patriots. So they brought the split end in motion, and he, the flanker, I believe, came in motion across, and then they set up the option. Looked like it was going to be an option play, and then they ran the pass out of it. And great execution, just flipped the running back into the flat, and good blocking out there by the receiver as well, and led to a touchdown for the Patriots. Nice execution right there by Big Blue.
Patriots lining up for the PAT. Kippers will kick it again. Snap, place kick is up. And it's good. So with 7:02 to go in the first, it's now Patriots 14, Chiefs 0.
Kevin, for that scoring job, I want to say thank you to our chief production engineer up here. That's Robbie Usler. Give them a call at Bob Usler Productions, 738-1447. The best in the business when you need anything filmed or edited. You got a family event, a party, wedding, bar mitzvah, anything that you guys have that you need filmed or edited, give the best in the business a call. Bob Usler Productions, 738-1447. You and I both know we couldn't do it without him.
Danny Bruno hit Prout, would end up being a 32-yard pitch and catch for the touchdown. Kippers added a PAT, making it 14-0. That was a 4-play drive going 34 yards in distance, taking 1:38 off the clock, and that drive was set up by Jason Curtis's interception. And the Patriots quickly lead 14-0. So far, so good. The way this year's going in Jamboree and in the first game in Central Foods and against the Chiefs, we're coming out the blocks, scoring on every drive so far, so you got to like that.
Yep, I appreciate Doug Hoffman, class of 79, checking in. Doug's my guy from Cintas. He does business with us at River Parish, and he always comes and nice. Oh, I thought we had a big hit there, and he looked like he just slipped out of it on kickoff team. But, yeah, Doug and he always checks into my office once a week, sits down, and we always talk Curtis football, so I love talking to him about the old days and the new days and where are we today and all that kind of stuff. So, Doug, checking in. Appreciate you, buddy, and all of your guys back in the 70s laying the foundation.
That was Smith on a return. He gets it to let's call it the 24-yard line. Your first down, 10. DeVoe back on the field for the Chiefs, so good news, the injury wasn't serious. They'll stay in the pistol formation. 2 receivers to the left, 1 near side. Play action pass. Oh, he got hit.
Oh, yes, sir.
He did like a bootleg, play action pass bootleg, and rolled right into Lance LeCrone. Nice sack there.
Wow.
He ran right into it.
Man, quarterback's not having not having an easy go so far in his first few plays, and just how we like it. But yeah, that was a great job.
Loss of 10
defensively for the Patriots again, putting some big time pressure on Santaluces Chiefs.
2nd down and 20. Ball on the 14. Same formation, same play. They roll far side, throws it back inside. Oh, incomplete.
Yeah.
Had a nice little play there. That was intended for the running back Rodriguez.
Yeah, Kevin,
the receiver. Excuse me, go ahead.
You don't see that very much where the quarterback poke fakes right. He rolls to the left and then tries to throw back into the middle for their screen. That's what they tried to set up. And it looked like they had some blockers out front, but that's a tough throw for the quarterback to throw back across his body on the screen play. But it looked like they had something cooking, but just couldn't throw it accurately enough for the completion.
6:11 to go in the quarter. 3rd and 20 Chiefs. Ball on their 14-yard line. Double twin set. Williams will line up to the right of DeVoe. Now he'll shift to the left.
All of the DBs are playing straight across, deep down the field.
Play action pass. DeVoe steps up, has a lot of running room. Now he's going to take it up, and DeLotte gets him after a short gain. He'll force 4th down.
Which is a great thing about our linebackers, again, Kevin, is they can run. So a good job with DeLotte recognizing it, dropping into his area, seeing the quarterback take off, and then coming downhill to make the play. So a great job right there, again, defensively, for those guys to be able to understand the down and distance where they need to be and then getting after the football.
Hey, I'm going to give a shout-out to our awesome friends, Miss Betty and Mr. Vernon Walker. They're the president of our Phoenix fan club.
Yeah, you're
out
right.
West. Appreciate you guys for being loyal listeners.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be 4th down and long. The ball is placed at the 20-yard line, so it's only a gain of 6. So it'll be 4th down and long. Got to think they will punt here right at 6 minutes ago, but that's the official hydration break.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yep.
6 minutes, what's it go into October, I believe?
Yeah.
The month of October.
But it could go into it if it's still warm. So.
Right. So they always, I guess they put out the announcement by the LHSA, depending on the weather, if they're going to continue the hydration break after October or during. So there you go. You finish the hydration break. They're going to come out on 4th down. We're forcing them to punt. But, Kevin, you got to like what you see so far here from the defense.
I do. Kaheem Smith will drop back deep for the Patriots. But they're in a normal offense here. But it might be a little quick punt. So we're probably in a punt safe formation here. DeVoe, yep, he'll kick. A little short punt. Going to be fielded.
A good tackle by them.
Around the 46-yard line, tackled immediately.
Good news for us, Kevin. We're still on our side, their side of the 50, excuse me. So you couldn't ask for better field position right here with a defense to put you in offensively. So a great job so far on those first couple of drives defensively for the Patriots. So a good job. The Chiefs obviously can make some big plays, and we're holding our own and getting the offense the ball back.
Ball spotted at the Chief 45-yard line. 45 yards to go for the Patriots. 5:52 to go in the quarter. The ball is on that right hash mark. Prout and Gabriel, the halfbacks. Will come near side. Prout takes a handoff straight up the middle. Gets a foot race. He gone.
Woo, love seeing that. You know, I tell you, okay, so as a former QB, I look at the alignment again. I see all those guys in the box. The safeties are pretty much inverted down into the box almost as well. The strong safeties, free safeties a little bit deeper, but still press coverage on our 2 dominant receivers. And I'm kind of up here licking my chops saying, please throw the football. Well, guess what? You run it and you do that, you don't have to. So a great job right there. And you gotta think as a defense, that's got to just take the wind out of your sails. You basically have 9 guys stuck in the box. You have press coverage on the outside. You're daring them to throw. They run it right at you, and they still score on a big, long, explosive play. Fantastic.
Patriots line up for the PAT. Kippers again to kick it. Snap. Plays kick is up. And it's good. So with 5:44 to go in the quarter, it's now Patriots 21, Chiefs 0. Danny Prout took it to the house 45 yards away. Kippers added a PAT. It was a one-play drive going 45 yards in distance, taking 8 seconds off the clock, and it's been all Mr. Prout as far as the scoring. But a total team effort, offense, defense, and now even special teams being 3 or 3 for the PATs.
Absolutely. And you know what I like the best about what we've done in the past couple weeks, Kevin? We've been consistent. We've been disciplined. We talked about it in pregame. We have not had that many penalties. We have not looked sloppy on our end. We have not, we had a little fumble there on the back end. We jumped right on it and didn't make a bad play worse. But we have not had the sloppy play. And if you can continue that, you continue the consistency and the discipline, offense, defense, special teams, that's all you can ask. Because at the end of the day, as a coaching staff, you have what you have. The athletes that you have are what you have. But how well do you coach them is what you want to see on Friday afternoons, right?
Exactly. Kippers will kick it off right to left. Nice sky kick.
Not bad.
Near side around the 20-yard line. And tackled around the 35. That's number 5, Smith. Dawes on the return. So with 5:39 to go in the quarter, the Chiefs will take it over. We had some concerns, who's going to be kicking, both place kicking and punting for us. And Mitchell only punted one time 2 weeks ago when we played Central, and he did a great job, had a nice roll. What's one way to solve that punting problem? Score every time you get it, right? You ain't to worry about
right,
it.
Yeah.
And so far, that's what we're doing so far.
I like that idea.
Yeah. Ball near hash mark.
Well, and talking about the kicking game, Kevin, even when you kick off, we know this year it's going to be more of a finesse game, trying to sky kick, get the ball out as they run the draw up the middle. He's got to bounce it outside, and the Patriots defenders are all over him. Blue shirts are everywhere, Kevin, running to the football.
I'll tell you what, though, I will give Williams credit. He was trapped in the backfield and somehow got a gain of 2 out of it.
So back to the
Maybe
kicking.
3. Go ahead.
We obviously this year we're not just going to drive the ball through the end zone like we have in some years past. So there's going to be a finesse game, but the kicking team needs to take a lot of pride in that, saying, you know what, we know that it's going to be returned each and every time, so get your butt down there and go make a play. Stay in your rush lane, continue to go, in your coverage lane, continue to get down there and make a big play, because I'm going to have that opportunity each and every time I step on the field.
Yep. Actually, give him 3 yards on that, so that was a good job by Williams. Trips near side, split top of the field. Williams lines up to the right of DeVoe. They'll stay in the shotgun.
Delay of game.
And delay of game. That'll back him up 5.
Yeah, I didn't see it till it was like 1 second, and I guess the QB didn't either.
And we'll give a shout out to a classmate of mine, Mr. Derek, and his little pretty young daughter, Evie, watching us back home on the North Shore. Appreciate you guys.
Somebody asked me what that number was again. Kevin, go ahead and give it again.
Yep, 504-259-7690. DeVoe looks near side, steps up in the pocket, points to the receiver near side, throws it deep, and it's going to be caught.
Got it.
He's a big old boy, and then we're going to shove him out of bounds near the 20, close to 20-yard line. Danny, that receiver,
that's
he's like 6'5".
Yeah, that's the receiver that we saw before the game. So, you always do the eye test before the games. And we got this big, tall kid walking down towards us, and I'm thinking he's a little skinny to be an offensive lineman, but he looks huge. So, yeah, I looked him up. He was every bit of 6'5",
210
on the program, and a big boy. So, for DeVoe, if you have that opportunity of one-on-one coverage with the big boy, go ahead and take it.
And the Patriots called timeout.
Because if you have that level of trust, Kevin, with your receivers, as well as I do, throw that ball up, and hopefully the worst that can happen is an incomplete pass. And the best that can happen is obviously a touchdown. But right there, a great opportunity for them to throw it up, one-on-one coverage, make a big play. They did that so far, their biggest play of the game.
And look, the coverage was there. It was just a mismatch. I mean, you got a 6'5", 210-pound receiver against a 5'10" defensive back.
Right.
Hey. But 1st and 10, Chiefs at the Patriots 22-yard line. 4:32 to go in the quarter. Look, they have some athletes. I'm telling you, I was watching the film study this week on Huddle. Very similar to St. Aug and to Carr.
Yep.
And look, who knows? They travel so far. It may take them half a quarter to quarter to settle in.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the Patriots have hit them with a few haymakers, and we're up 21-0. But a couple plays like this,
yep,
to get it back in the ball game.
Yep.
And we give a shout out to my mom, Sue Fayard, watching this from Plano, Texas. Love you, Mom. Thanks for always being a loyal listener.
What's up, Miss Sue?
Hope you enjoying the game and Nice confines of the house there. This time the Chiefs have 2 running backs, Marion and Williams.
On the draw straight up ahead.
Drop, yep. Crosses the 20 to 19-yard line, gain of 3. That is Williams.
Good job right there by Mark
Second and 7.
Canzoneri coming straight downhill and trying to make a big hit from the linebacker position. Was that Canzoneri? Was that Lane Lacron out there too, I think.
All right, double twins. Williams lines up to the right of DeVoe. Now he'll go in motion to the right. DeVoe looks near side. It's going to be complete to Marion. And he crosses the 15 to the 14-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
Good job.
2.
Saavedra as well, running from inside out, chasing him down. It's Caleb. He's 5'11", 220-pound senior. Good-looking linebacker. But
Got a shout out from a fan. Listen to us every week. Thank you. Hey, if you don't mind, text us again. Give us your name. I'd love to give you a shout out. 601 area code.
They're trying to have something cooking here, Kevin.
Yep, 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper all the way. DeVoe the middle, and he's not going to make it, Danny.
Very close. Very close.
The ball
came out.
Ball came loose, but he was down. Callio scooped it up, but let's see. They're going to mark him down, or the Patriots?
Not sure.
Patriots ball.
Look like they're going to talk about it. Patriots ball.
They said Callio was down, or his knee might have been touched when he picked it up.
He was. Great job, though, Kevin. All of a sudden, the Chiefs have a little bit of room. They're hoping for something big there to try to get some points on the board, and the Patriots defense shuts the door on them once again. So a great job of the Patriots defense rallying to the football. They were in the quarterback draw right up the middle, and somebody got their hand in and poked it out. Great job so far by the defense tonight. And, get that offense the ball back so far. We're 100% tonight on touchdown conversions on our drives. And you know what? Sometimes you got to take it a long distance. I'm okay with taking it 88 yards for a touchdown. Sometimes you got to do that. Fantastic job by the defense. Kevin, this is one of those times where I say, air it out.
Yep. 3:21 to go in the quarter. Bruno rolls to his right. Steps up in the pocket, fires it over the middle. In and out of the hands of Mitchell.
Close.
Danny, if he catches it, I think he can outrun the defensive back for the touchdown.
I do too. You know what I like, though? Great protection on the play, Kevin. Dagan was right there, was able to scan the field, step up, scan from the right to the left, had Tyler coming in on the crossing route and just overshot him a little bit. I'd like to see that completion there, obviously, but I like us throwing the football, lining it up 1st down, letting it rip.
Yep, 2nd down 10. Twins receivers to the right. Prout and Gabriel, the halfbacks, ball in the middle of the field. Bruno checking off.
A little option to the top of the field, possibly. Yes, sir. Talk to me.
Inside dive, Gabriel.
Still got it.
Crosses the 15 to the 17-yard line. It'll be 3rd down here. Quick shout out to Mark Tober, class of 1976. Jerry Savan, class of 03. And Chantel Savan, class of 05.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to us out in Bay St. Louis. That's where my parents are from.
Oh, they love it out there, boy.
Yep.
I see Chantel and Jerry sometimes at the steamer out there. They got all that money, man. I ain't got money like them. Sometimes they got to pick up the check for me. I'm a lonely man out there hunting with the boys in the woods.
Yeah, Mark was on that 75 team way back when. 3rd down and 5, Patriots. We'll go twins to the right. A.J. Smith and Kaheem Smith are the halfbacks. False start on the Patriots.
Yep.
Danny, we look like we're going to have a power play near side. It looked pretty promising.
Did you see who jumped? I didn't see it that time.
I did not.
Most of the time you could kind of see it out the corner of your eye, but maybe it was receiver up top that we weren't focusing on, possibly. But, it's going to bring up 3rd down and
10.
3rd down and 10 for the Patriots, and let's see what we call here. But, on that first pass play, Kevin, it looked like they were kind of holding Mike Turner a little bit. He had trouble getting off of the press and getting down the field. I think we were going to try a post shot to him. Just couldn't get a good release on the defender and came back to Tyler Mitchell. Right now it looks like we're going with twins almost.
Yep, stacked twins near side.
Yep.
Far side, screaming on top of the field. Bruno rolls to the right. In trouble. Fires it complete to Smith on the far sideline. Has a 1st down and more. He's going to be tackled near the 33. And then he had a little pressure, but credit Bruno for keeping the play alive.
Good job of him just staying with it. I really think he had the running back early, but wanted a little bit more because obviously it's 3rd and 10, so I don't blame him. So he kind of scanned the field a little bit more, had somebody else in his face, and then it opened up a little bit more for the running back, so he just dumped it off. Nice, easy pass. Good job of the running back coming up with it and picking up a nice first down gain.
Moves the ball from the 12 to the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 Patriots.
I'll say just good job keeping his composure.
Prout fumbles the ball, but hopefully one of our linemen jumped on it. He got hit in the back and the ball popped out. Let's see. He had a nice gain to the 40, and thank goodness for one of the linemen.
Yep. Clock continues the run.
That's big number 67. Let's give him credit.
Blowing it live here. Looks like we have 1:43 left here in the first quarter.
Christian Thibodeau.
Patriots are up 21-0 inside of 2 minutes, and like you mentioned, Kevin, thank goodness for the offensive lineman being heads up and jumping on it and making it happen. See, Dagan right there, Kevin, looked like maybe if he does pull the ball, he has something cooking. But like I said before, you're going to continue to feel it out throughout the game. Give until they allow you to pull the ball, and then you'll have something.
Twins near side. A.J. Smith with a power play. Left halfback goes to the right, crosses the
continues to
35 to 34. Should be enough for the first down.
Yeah, continues to keep those feet moving, Kevin. Grinding, gets the first down. You know, one thing that they changed, I believe, this year is on a first down, they don't stop the clock. Am I correct in saying that? So a little different than what we're used to. Most of the time they used to get a first down. They would at least temporarily stop the clock to move the chains, and then they would restart it again. Now it's continues to roll. So we're inside of a minute here. Only in the first quarter. We're going to flip the field.
Gain of 6 to the 46. 1st and 10 Patriots. Twins to the right. Power play near side. This is Kaheem Smith, and he's going to get it near the 48-yard line. Should be a gain of 2. Give a couple more shout-outs real quick. From LaPlace, Frank Shea and Francesca Pugler, thank you for being loyal listeners. Jamie and Vicki Elliott. Mrs. Elliott, she's a JCCS teacher, art teacher. And she's watching from home in Kenner. Go Patriots. Thank you all for being loyal listeners. Clock is running down. It's not quite the official 5 seconds, but that's going to do it for the first quarter play. So after 1 quarter play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 21, Santaluces Chiefs 0.
Kevin, for that first quarter of action, I want to say thank you to our family's company, River Parish Disposal. We've been picking up your commercial garbage in the greater New Orleans area for over 40 years now. So give myself, Danny Wimprine, a call at the office, 738-7700. That's 504-738-7700 for all of your commercial garbage needs. Like we've always said, our business stinks, but it's picking up.
All right, Danny, your thoughts on the first quarter performance so far?
Well, I think we've been very efficient. I think we've protected the football. They've done a good job kind of mixing it up. Having all the running backs share in the path there, and obviously the receivers also getting in the mix a little bit. I'd like to see us hit them a little bit more, but I think offensively we've been very efficient moving the football, and that's all you can ask. You know, we're 3 for 3 on touchdowns on our first 3 drives. Defensively, it's been lights out. They've gotten after the quarterback, got a pick, turnovers, things like that, and just a great job of getting after the QB, not allowing them to run. Obviously, getting the fumble here. Down deep in our territory when they looked like they had a little bit of hope. We shut the door on that. So great job in the first quarter for the Patriots. Just want to continue on that path and keep it going for the rest of the first half.
Patriots now going left to right. 2nd down 8. Twins to the left. Ball on the Patriot 48-yard line. Gabriel and Prout of the halfbacks. Prout takes it over to center, crosses the 50, and he's to be tackled around the 48 of the Chiefs, gain of 4. In that first quarter, as far as the scoring, it was all Prout as far as putting the points on the board. He had a 9-yard touchdown run, a 32-yard touchdown reception, and a 45-yard touchdown run. Kippers added all 3 PATs, making it 21-0. And of course, the big play on defense, Jason Curtis with an interception to set up that second touchdown. 3rd down and 5, Twins to the left. Send an inside receiver in motion near side. We'll hand it to Prout again. He'll cross the 45 to the 44 and should be enough for the first down, Danny.
Yeah, good job right there. You know, calling whatever you need to call to be successful. So good job. We changed up the look a little bit. Ran the inside base play there right off of the motion. You know, a lot of times you'll see us run motion. We may crack. We may run a speed option. We may throw the football. You could do an outside dive, but we brought it to the inside there. So just changing up the look a little bit and getting a first down.
Kaheem Smith and Jack Corcoran are the halfbacks now. Twins to the left still. We'll come near side. Smith takes a handoff off the left guard. Crosses the 40, and he's to be tackled near the 30. It's called the 36. Gain of 8.
Here's the bottom line, Kevin. You continue to run the football this well. You just continue to move the sticks. You eat up the clock. We're able to, rotate different tight ends, different receivers, different running backs in. Offensive linemen are still in there pumping, pushing real hard, doing a great job of just getting this defensive line off of us. And if you continue to pick up 5 yards or more, you can't ask for anything better than that. So a great job of just continuing to move the sticks tonight for the Patriots, continuing to get first downs.
Yep, same play. This time Kaheem Smith comes near side and needs to be tackled at the 24-yard line. Gain of 12.
And all of a sudden, that's kind of what we're used to, in the past. Just, maybe 3 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards, a little bit more. And then all of a sudden we hit them for that big explosive play like you saw in the last drive. And right there, another big run from Smith picking up a good first down. So the running game tonight has been very dominant.
Let's give credit to the Yogi's Bears up front. They are leading the way. A bunch of road grinders. Open up the hole for those backs.
100%.
Ball in the near hash mark. 1st and 10 Patriots. 3-step drop. Bruno fires it far side. Wide open and a big tight end. He's to the 15, inside the 10, to the goal line, and he's going to be tackled right at the 1-yard line.
That's JoJo Fagan.
Yeah, JoJo Fagan.
Good job by him, almost getting in the end zone. I know his dad listening to us from probably far away. Hopefully he's back here in the stands, but if not, the 6'2", 240-pound junior was looked like he was 6 inches away from getting that thing in the end zone. Tried to stretch it out. Thank goodness he didn't stretch it too far and lose the football, but a great job of Dagan just giving the football to him out in open space, been able to use his speed, get up the field, make something happen, and another big explosive play for the Patriots.
Danny, his eyes were big as he got close to that goal line.
Oh, I'm telling you.
1st and goal from the 1, too tight split on the near side. Quarterback keeper's there if we want it. We'll hand it to the halfback instead. He's in. That is going to be Kaheem Smith with a 1-yard touchdown with 9:08 to go in the half. Go ahead.
Kevin, who was the tight end when you were around? Name a couple of those guys.
Woo. All right, my freshman year. Check this out. Steve Clark.
Fantastic.
Yeah, talk about a good quarterback. Went to the University of Texas. Real big. And DJ Logidis.
Yep.
Next year. And then it was Jeff Heinrich, classmate of mine, my junior year, but he fortunately tore his knee up in camp. So Shea Terrio, who was an offensive lineman, he was a hybrid. He bounced around, changed numbers to play tight end. But that's when we kind of went 3 wide receivers. I played the majority of wingback, and Coach Rob would send me in motion and stuff, but on close plays, they'd bring Shade in at tight end. And then Jeff came back my senior, but also Bobby Powers, a linebacker, would also play linebacker as well. Tight end, excuse me.
Sometimes you'll see that when we get into the 2 tight end formation. You'll see one of those big defensive linebackers or defensive ends come in and play 2 tight ends and things like that. But my point was, man, back in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, the tight end was a loved receiver. Yeah. We used to get them a lot of touches, so it's good seeing JoJo out there in space with his hands on the ball. Obviously, it's a twofold thing. We have 2 very good receivers that you can go and attack downfield at any time, but it can also open up big things for the tight end to be in open space as well, and you can't just account for one or the other. You have to look at all 3, and obviously in our offense, we also get the backs out in the flat a lot. They're able to contribute in the passing game. And if the offensive line continue to block the way that they have tonight, you could do a lot of things in the passing game. So kudos to them. So, Kevin, on our first 4 drives of the ball game, we come up with 4 touchdowns. So you couldn't ask for more than that.
Nope. Kaheem Smith with a 1-yard touchdown run. Kippers with the PAT makes it Patriots 28. Chiefs 0. Danny, that was an 11-play drive, 88 yards in distance, burning 6:03 off the clock. And so far, so good. Let's give a shout-out here to Kevin Melanson. Wants to give a shout-out to the broadcast team. Appreciate you, Kevin. Thank you for being a loyal listener from day one. We are in our 13th year calling Fighting Patriot football. Loving every minute of it.
Flies by, my brother. Flies by.
Deep back for the Chiefs is Rodriguez and Marion. Marion, far side, is going to let it go out of bounds.
Did he touch it?
He did not, but it went out of bounds. So they'll take it to the 35 with 9:08 to go in the half. Yeah, I mean, you look a lot of times in the especially in the 80s. I started going to school there in '81, and as a 5th grader, Darren Marlborough was a linebacker, but also would play some tight end. And Tony Barcelona, I believe, also maybe played. Ricky Spell, some of those guys in the early '80s.
Yep.
And of course, like I said, Steve Clark was a big old boy.
Yep.
Went and played for the University of Texas, doing really well in business. Got him an MBA at the Wharton School of Business and doing really well. But DJ Logidis was good. He went to Culver Stockton, was a freshman All-American up there in that D3 school. And like I said, we got Bobby Powers who played linebacker, and every once in a while would play some tight end as well. DeVoe hands it off to the halfback, breaking tackles up the middle. Crosses the 40 to the 41-yard line. That is Dawes on the carry.
Yeah, DeLatte almost had him in the backfield, Kevin, and he just kind of broke the tackle down low, continued to move his feet, picking up a nice gain for the Chiefs.
Yep. Dawes will line up to the right of DeVoe. Low snap. Dawes takes a handoff, goes to the left, and he might have the first down at the sticks. Let's see.
I'll tell you what, our linebackers are getting in the backfield. Savager again right there. They're seeing it. They're seeing the hole. They're shooting it, and the running back looks like they're just, being able to get away from them just a little too quick. So it's a good first down gain for the Chiefs.
Gordon, we'll come to you after this play. Give us what the pulse is on the sideline here. Twins receivers near side, split with a slot to the top of the field. Williams lines up to the right of DeVoe. They'll stay in the shotgun. DeVoe's in trouble, and he's going to go down. Big number 99, that's going to be Gordon, and also 34. That's the second play by Lacrone.
Was that a pass play, you think? Yeah, because, they ran the ball pretty well.
The problem is, Danny, our ends got on him quick.
Yep, sure did. At first, I thought he was going to flip the toss. I don't know, and then after that, I guess that was just a fake there, and then they wanted to try to step up. And
it ended up being only a loss of 1, though. He was able to muscle his way back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
They have a Twins left, near side, slot in a split top of the field. Williams takes a handoff, comes near side. He's being chased by several Patriots.
Yep.
DeLatte and looks like Callio, and is that Jason Curtis? No, Lacrone on the tackle.
Yeah, good job, Lacrone. Good job of, our guys being able to run as well. That back can scoot, but a good job of our guys running from inside out as well, chasing him down, and then from outside in from the DB position, not allowing him to go anywhere.
Gordon, how's it down there, buddy?
Gordon's down there having fun.
They relaxed down here.
I bet they are, up 28-0, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't like that in the first quarter, but they're good now.
There you go.
DeVoe fires it deep down the far sideline, has a guy caught.
Tell you what,
and he's going to score the touchdown.
I'd keep
That's
on throwing
Marion.
it to him. Yep. They have some range out there, Kevin. Some big, tall guys that can get up and jump, and they're making some plays down there at the receiver position. Good job. He just pretty much ran past us and out-jumped us for the score. And if I'm part of the Chief faithful, I am probably saying do that again or every time you get the football, because that's been their best play of the game, the one-on-one matchup deep down the sideline.
I believe that was a 61-yard pitch and catch there. DeVoe to Marion.
Not sure if we have a younger DB in there or not, but you got to stay as deep as the deepest and even deeper and be able to field that ball, stay in that back pedal. Once he eats you up, turn and run.
Clavajo to kick it.
But a good conversion right there by the Chiefs.
They move. Danny DeVoe just chunked it.
Oh, yeah, he just chunked it. And that's the thing. And sometimes when the games are like this, Kevin, you have to say, you know what? Bottom line is, maybe I think my one-on-one matchup is better than yours. I like my guy, and sometimes you just have to go make plays. You got to go up and down your sideline and say, who wants it? Who wants it? Let's go make a play. I need you to make a play. Down 28-0, go make a play for him. So the quarterback has to have that belief that he can throw it up, and like I said before, at worst it's an incompletion, and at best it's a touchdown just like you saw.
Snap. Place kick is up, and it is good. So 6:42 to go in the half. It's now Patriots 28, Chiefs 7. Danny, that's the first points that the Patriots have given up all year. They didn't give up any points in the Jamboree nor the opening game against Central Lafourche.
Well, I'll say this. The quarterback dropped back, and his timing was pretty good. Dropping back, hitting his back foot, stepping up, and just letting it loose. He didn't have to wait for our rush to get to him, which it has pretty much all night. He didn't mess around with the football, have to, scream out to the right side, get away from anything. He pretty much got back there, chunked it deep. The receiver ran under it, and it was a great play for them. So a lot of times, like I said, things aren't going well, look for your one-on-one matchup, hopefully to make a play, and they did just that. Good news for us, we get to see our kickoff return team again. First time they didn't have a great kick. They kind of sky kicked it. Might be something similar here, but I'd love for one of our bombs to be able to get the ball down there and be able to see if this kickoff return team's got something for us.
I've been meaning to mention this to you in the Jamboree in the first game, but I haven't had a chance. Remember number 23 last year was A.J. Smith, defensive end.
Yep.
He's now number 8. So he's the other Smith that's running for us. He's not playing defense this year, and he's a wrestler, state championship quality wrestler. So he's a tough little kid.
Good. You got to love those wrestlers that play football, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's so beneficial.
Well, they got a warrior mentality.
Yeah, yep, sure, certainly do.
Clavajo to kick it right to left. And they're milking a play clock. I don't know why you're delaying on a kick like this, but they're going to sky kick it far side.
I'm going to get this one.
Kaheem Smith at the 28. Goes far side. And they're going to run him out of bounds near the 37. Let's see where they spot it. 6:36 to go in the half. Well, we need to put some more points on the board because they will get the ball to start the second half.
Yep. I'm trying to see, Kevin, does it look like our first unit is still out there?
38-yard line.
It looks like, not quite. Not quite the whole first unit.
Little mix.
It looks like. Yep, a little bit of mix. Mike Turner checks into the ball game. Tyler Mitchell's still out there.
All right, Gabriel and Proud of the halfbacks. We'll go Twins near side.
I didn't think I saw Big Orion out there.
We'll counter back to Gabriel, and let's just credit the whole front of the Chiefs, led by number 33 for the Chiefs.
Yeah, good job there by them swallowing it up. It looks like we got 6 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second quarter. You're listening to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. We appreciate the opportunity to do this each and every week with you. And this has been a blessing for Kevin and Robbie and I for the last 13 years. And we're proud to bring you guys the live action.
I don't think we'll get the playoff here before the hydration break. And we won't. So official timeout on the field for the hydration break. 6 minutes to go in the half. It's the Patriots 28, Chiefs 7.
Kevin, I got my bunch right across the parking lot here at LaSalle, and they're playing F&A flag football tonight.
Oh, nice.
And so the boys told me, we're going to play in our little game, or before our game, we're going to come to the game, and then when we're ready to go play, we're going to walk across the parking lot and go play some football and then walk back. I said, well, that's pretty darn convenient, son. I just need to know where you guys are and what you're doing.
Yeah.
But Ashley's got them over there, and it's good. It's a good mix. I really love the opportunity to stay local here at the Shrine on Airline. It's a beautiful facility, and for the kids to be able to bounce back and forth on Friday nights, F&A. And, it's funny, growing up in our house, just being, Patriot faithful, we're finally getting to the stage now where they want to be at the Friday night game. So it's a fun time for us, for them to say, I want the guys that play to hear this when I say this, is that they know your names and they look up to you. So when you're walking and talking and you're in the hallways, think about stuff like that, that these little guys look up to you and they want to be just like you. So take a lot of pride in that, of being the man that you want them to look up to as well.
Amen. Second down 10, Patriots. We'll go Twins to the near side. Bruno drops back to pass, 3 steps, fires a slant. Going to be caught by Turner. He's driven backwards. Let's see, his forward progress should be to the 45.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he broke the tackle and they were going to mark him back there because he was trying to get some more yardage or not, or if they're going to mark with his forward progress. What did it look like they did? Marked it forward
44.
Or pushed him back?
I got him at the 44 when he caught it.
Okay. And it looks like Big Orion checks back into the ball game at the left tackle.
That's a gain of 6.
But again, I like us putting the ball in the air. You got a very good receiving core. You trust them to be able to get the job done, get some nice yardage out of it.
Twins to the left. Will come near side. Hands it off to A.J. Smith. Breaks a few tackles. That's the first down and more. And he's going to be pulled down around the 30 and it may have a horse collar.
Yep, certainly is. But a good job of him running tough. He looked like he had that guy just stiff-armed to death, and the only thing he could do is be able to horse collar him down. And, as a defender, I don't blame him. It's kind of some things that you have to do. instead of a touchdown, you're going to go ahead and do it. But a great job, another explosive play by the Patriots right there, and making it happen.
So he was tackled around the 29, but the penalty will add a few more.
Yeah, if he doesn't get him there, Kevin, he's definitely gone.
Yeah.
And that was one of the times that Dagan kind of faked me out a little bit. I thought he pulled the ball, and he didn't. It was a good option right there for him to give it, and he did that, and it was another explosive play by the Patriots.
Actually, they put it at the 15, so they say they had it at the 30. The penalty moves it to the 15. 1st and 10 Patriots. 5 minutes to go in the half. Corcoran takes the handoff over the center, fighting hard. Crosses the 10, and he's going to be tackled. Let's give him to the 8-yard line. Gain of 7.
Yeah, Lil Jack running hard. Another quarterback into the game, Kevin.
Is that Reggie?
Yep.
Yep, sure is Reggie.
Good to see him out there. And
Reggie Johnson.
And some different, like we mentioned before, some different offensive linemen checking in and out, different receivers, running backs, starting to add to some of the depth tonight. And, like we talked about before, we were a little worried about the challenge of having to go for 4 quarters. And, they're going to get a rest, obviously, at halftime and probably come back out with the first unit. Dropping back the pass.
Yep. Oh, had the tight end open in the flat and overthrew him.
He got hit as soon as he released it. Like you mentioned, you see him open, you got to give it to the big tight end, just overshot him. And, I know JoJo wanted that one back.
We could probably do a field goal if we don't make it convert here because Kippers hit a 25-yarder.
Well, and it's a good situation like we mentioned before. Do some of the things that
earlier.
You might have to line up and do later in the season.
Yeah.
The kid might have to go out there and make a 30-yard field goal to win it.
A.J. Smith with the handoff. He's going to say, I'll take it in the house anyway.
Not going to need it.
Nope. 8-yard touchdown run by A.J.
Sorry, field goal unit.
So with 4:10 to go in the half, the Patriots extend their lead.
Great job right there. Kevin, for those scoring drives, I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. I'm going to obviously talk about our guys in the pregame. We do the Yogi's Bears in pregame, and then halftime, and then postgame. We have our big sponsors. But really, I just want to give a shout out to all of them. Thank you guys for allowing us to be able to finance this thing for the last 13 years. We wouldn't be able to do it without you, giving these people a nice live picture and having Robbie up here in the booth with us with all these technical aspects to the broadcast, and then to have the live view on camera and have this screen for you to text message and everything. So I'd like to say, if you want to get involved for this year, next year, whenever, or just get involved in the daily sponsorship with Johnny Curtis, give him a call, 737-4621. That's 737-4621. Ask for Johnny, and he can talk to us about sponsorship, or you can go with him, and all kind of different ways that you can help us out financially. And, of course, we always take your thoughts and prayers as well. But we want to say thank you to our sponsors. Give them a call, 737-4621. Kevin, again, a nice methodical drive by the Patriots, putting 7 points on the board. That's going to total us up 35-7 here with 4:10 left here in the second quarter.
Yep, A.J. Smith with an 8-yard touchdown run. Kippers PET makes it 35-7 Patriots. Danny, it was a 6-play drive, 62 yards in distance, 140 off the clock, 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns. Can't ask for anything more than that from the Patriots offense. And credit the Patriots defense for only giving up 7 points to a really, really good team from Florida that's 3-0 in the season. And they've been averaging over, 25, 30 points in their 3 games so far this year.
Yeah,
so
been really, really
credit
good.
them.
Yes, sir.
Collins to kick it. And there's a flag. Looks like we're probably offsides. Dan, I was watching Kippers on that last PAT. He drilled it into the stands. He might be able to kick a 30-yard field goal for us.
Well, and that's what I'm saying.
Maybe 35.
That's all you can ask for, right? I mean, you're not going to line up and ask one of our high school kickers to line up and drill a 50-yard field goal. We're just not there. So if they can consistently just kick it through the uprights when you need those precious points late in the ball game and give you some, you have to be able to expect them from 30 yards and in to be able to do it. So I like the opportunity sometimes to be able to line up in situations where – maybe you're up a lot like a game like this, and you just line up to kick the field goal. So everybody, does their proper stance steps, low inside pad over heavy inside foot. It's a good snap, kick on rhythm, puts it right through the uprights. You get those extra points and field goals, and know that you can do it later on.
Give a shout out to Kyle Schexnayder watching the Patriots from Stark Vegas. He says Hail State, but we'll count it out with the Go Tigers as they play tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Sky kick fielded by Marion near side. Breaks a couple tackles. And the Patriots finally get him down around the 31-yard line.
Good job staying after it by the kickoff team. You know, he kind of broke the first tackle, spun out of it, and then our kickoff team just kind of stayed after him and continued to pursue and got him down right at about the 30, like you mentioned.
Give a shout out to a classmate of mine, Jeff Consian. He was an offensive tackle for us back in the day. He was a high school All-American and played at LSU. So thanks for listening, Jeff.
What's up, Jeff?
The Sherrys listen to us down in Poitras. Appreciate you guys. Go Big Blue. So they officially marked it at the 30-yard line. Double twins formation. Williams will line up to the left of DeVoe. And they'll stay in the shotgun. DeVoe fires it over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete.
Tell you what, Jason Curtis looked like he was hunting up on that one.
Yep.
I almost thought that the quarterback threw it more to the middle of the field than down the hash on that one.
Yeah.
And I thought Jason was going to be able to get to it, but he did. He threw it a little bit more to the left. But, yeah, I thought Jason was seeing that one and going to have a nice pick. But, again, the quarterback tonight has not been able to sit in the pocket for very long and pick the defense apart, scan the field, read the defense. He's had to get rid of it earlier than he had wanted to. And, like I said before, they just threw it up last series and they made a big play. So never know. But our two safeties are pretty deep here. They're going to run the draw.
Yep, to Williams. Cross the 30, 35, 40. And he'll have the first down. 3:45 to go in the half. What we don't want to do is give up a touchdown here because they do get the ball to start the second half and kind of basically steal a possession, if you will. And
right.
Should they score on that drive, that's 2 quick touchdowns. So
yeah,
we got to hold them here.
Yes, sir.
Looks like they put it at the 44-yard line. Same formation, double twins.
Quarterback looks over to the coach again and gets the play call.
Yeah, now Williams shifts to the right of DeVoe. He's going to run to his right. Fires it in the flat and just threw it way behind. Oh, they're going to call a penalty on us for roughing the quarterback. Right after he threw it, that's Braden Brown with the tackle. They're going to say can't do that.
Yep. Yeah, I think he saw it. The quarterback obviously saw the rush, tried to throw it away towards the running back out in the flat. And, we were just a little too late on that one. But, again, the rush is staying after the QB. Had nothing down the field. I think he was scanning downfield first, then obviously looking out to the flat. Had nothing, but we're staying after him. He's not comfortable back there, but we don't need a silly penalty like that just to help him out.
The penalty will move the ball into Patriots territory at the 41-yard line. 3:05 to go in the half. Yeah, that would have been third down and third down play.
It's one of those judgment calls, Kevin. You obviously want to hit the quarterback in the mouth each and every time you can, but you don't want to make it too late where it's a call.
DeVoe under
pressure. We're getting to him.
Got him.
Yes, sir.
Who's that? Noel. Yes, Kyron Noel with the sack.
I'll tell you what, he looked quick. Kyron, nice job. Kyron's 5'7", 220-pound sophomore defensive lineman.
To the 48.
Everybody knows his brother Linus.
Yeah, Big E.
Yeah, good job right there. Just staying after it, believing in it. I tell you what, he looked explosive.
And I was just about to mention, I forgot they were brothers. Like, man, he reminds me of Big E, the way he moves.
I'm telling you, that was great.
Yeah, good for him. Loss of 7 on that sack.
I remember Kyron years ago when he was wrestling, when my boys first started. I think Madden was 7 and Baylor was like 5, and they wrestling. I remember talking to Kyron about his brother when he was playing, and now he's out here playing for the Patriots. Good to see.
Yeah, a little fly sweep to Marion. All right, now, not to be outdone by his twin brother.
Had a do-do.
Yeah. Cody Schexnayder.
Uh-oh.
Who's on staff at Ole Miss, who was a Mississippi State alum. He says he's watching from Oxford. Well, guess what, Cody? I'm going to be up in Oxford for the LSU game in a few weeks, so I'll have to look you up, man.
Bada bang, bada boom.
So Kyle's on staff at State, and Cody up in Oxford with the Rebels. So, thanks for checking in, buddy.
Yes, sir. Glad you guys are doing well.
Yeah. 3rd and 11. We'll tell a story, too, about Cody in a second. DeVoe fakes the handoff, fires it deep. There's the big tall receiver again. Yep. Oh, incomplete, but they could call a flag. Probably pass interference.
Well, we tried to make up and, had a little bit of make-up speed. Looked pretty good right there. The receiver went up to high point it, and we were just a little late. We couldn't get our head turned, probably swatted his hands away a little bit too early, so I'm pretty sure that's what the call is going to be.
Yeah, the early years of the broadcast, when Cody was a freshman, he's a 4-year starter and kicker, and, the Patriots would pile up some points in some teams, and they would put him in, and just them Scheck's-Snyder boys are tough, right? Mm-hmm. And Cody would go down and be on the far sideline, and you'd hear, boom! Big old hit, and we would get all excited, like, man, who hit him? And it ended up being the kicker. And there have been a couple of times where Cody concussed himself.
Oh, yeah.
He knocked himself out of the game for making a tackle.
Loved it. And he used to punt crap out of the ball.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He knocked the ball, totally switched field positions for us, flopped the field. And, but that was always fun seeing him run down there and just –
First and 10 from the 26. They go
again
deep, and
but
we
we're
should have
deep.
the interception. No, he out-jumped everybody.
Woo. Keep throwing it.
27-yard pitch and catch.
Who was that at safety?
Turner. You know what? Turner should go on after it, to be honest with you. He played it. He let the ball play him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We were deep. We just got to get out there and out-jump them. But I tell you what, they got some big boys out there jumping up, getting to the football, and, that's been their most – I guarantee you they do this all the time, throwing it up to those receivers. And
they make 6'5".
Yeah, they make big plays like that. So a good job of just doing it again. And if I'm going in at halftime, that's the play I'm calling probably at least once a series and trying to make a big play out of it. And they've done it 3 times tonight and gotten 2 touchdowns out of it.
Yeah, no, go get that ball. Clavijo to kick the PAT. Low snap. Plays kick is up, and it is good. So with 1:21 to go in the half, it's now Patriots 35, Chiefs 14. Quick shout out here to Rusty Kirkland, watching from Lake Charles. He's a class of 1968. Says go Big Blue. Appreciate you, Rusty. He graduated with Coach Rob and Coach Leon.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, this week it was not – I can't say it was crazy hot. It felt like it gave us a little bit of break, especially in the mornings when you would wake up, it would kind of feel good outside, and then throughout the day it would get a little hotter and hotter. But I'm pretty sure down on the field now at 8 o'clock at night, it's somewhat pleasant. Gordon, how do you think it feels down there? Is it humid? Those guys nice and sweaty, feel okay down there?
Everybody feels good. There's a nice breeze. It's a little humid, though, but
nice.
We're getting through it.
Yep. 100% down in South Louisiana. You're definitely going to have some humidity, but it feels like hopefully the weather's starting to change for the better for us. This is probably the worst summer we've ever had as far as heat. It just felt like it. I don't know how you felt, Kevin, but it seemed like it never let up. And then obviously not getting much rain ever.
You probably have to go back to the summer of 1980. It was super hot. I had over 100 degrees the whole month of July and into August. You guys stay with us during halftime. We're going to let y'all listen to the Colonial Regiment at the beginning of the half, and then we'll do the score and recap. Clavijo, sky kick far side. Kaheem Smith from the 24-yard line. And he breaks a couple tackles, comes near side. Keeps his feet.
Woo!
Oh, stumbles near the 40-yard line. Danny, I think if he keeps his feet, he might take it to the house.
Well, a great job by him. A great job by them staying after us because we really thought that they had him dead to rights back there at about the 25-yard line. He broke a tackle, broke another tackle, and almost, was one shoelace away from going the distance. So a great job by him of just believing in his second and third effort and getting us some pretty good field position off of what didn't look good from the beginning.
Here we go. A minute 13 to go. We have 63 yards to go for the touchdown. 2-minute offense here. Shotgun formation. Double twins. Let's see.
Why not?
Bruno takes a snap from center. Under pressure. Throws it. Intended for Tyler, but incomplete. Mitchell was the receiver.
I'm not sure I don't know what that was, Kevin.
Like a little inside slip screen.
Was it? Okay, yeah, didn't look clear to me. I wasn't quite sure we were doing it. Almost looked like Bruno's drop was like a screen, and we had some offensive linemen out front. But it could be a different wrinkle putting in there, and I don't mind that at all.
The problem was because it was that screen, and, of course, everybody came in. They got in his face, and it affected the throw. 2nd down, 10. Gabriel will line up to the left of Bruno out of the shotgun. Double twins. Bruno looks his left, steps up, fires it deep. has Prout open but overthrows him. It's going to be 3rd down and 10.
It almost looked like they kind of had Prout wrapped up. He had to.
Now, here's the situation.
Get off that DB.
3rd and 10 with a minute 2. Give them the ball back. The defense better hold up because it's only a 35-14 ball game here.
Yes.
We don't let them get back in the game and score again, like I said, because they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah. Throw it again.
But I believe in our defense.
Yep, throw it again. I want to see us throw it for a completion, be able to milk this clock, maybe get another touchdown. And, like I said, these are the things that you have to work on.
Yep. Same formation. This time, Kaheem Smith is the halfback. Quarterback draw. I was thinking that Bruno should have the first down and more. He does. Crosses the 50. He's to the 45-40. Tackled at the Chief 40-yard line.
Great job of him just managing it back there. The coaches obviously believe in his arm, but also in his legs. And right there he showed, I think he was trying to break to the sidelines to get out of bounds and almost got there but didn't quite get it.
23-yard gain on that pickup there. Bruno looks to his left, fires a pass in and out of the hands of the receiver. That was Turner.
Incomplete pass stops the clock. 40 seconds left here in the second quarter. Man-to-man coverage, Kevin. They obviously feel very good about their defensive backs, man-to-man coverage, but I feel good about our receivers. I will still continuously say it. If they're going to continuously match up in man-to-man, we have to be able to throw the football down the field, across the field, whatever. So I hope we line up in double twins again and continue to attack.
2nd down 10 Patriots from the Chief 40. Same formation, twins to the left, twins to the right. We'll stay in the shotgun. Bruno can run it near side. He goes up the middle. He's in trouble. He's dragging a defender to the 34-yard line. We'll probably call one of our timeouts there. And we will. So with 31 seconds to go in the half, timeout Patriots. It's the Patriots 35, the Chiefs 14.
Well, again, I think they're going man-to-man on defense, and the safety is shading towards the running back side. I don't know if he's definitely sticking him man-to-man so deep as a safety position, but he's definitely shadowing him. But it's man-to-man across the board. So Dagan kind of looked to the right, saw the 3-over-2, went back left, and then kind of had to get away from the rush. But 3rd and very manageable here. You wonder if we're going to run the ball right at him to pick up another first down or continue to try to throw it. But, this is pretty good so far for their defense, playing tough in man-to-man coverage, and they've gotten after the quarterback a little bit on this drive as well.
All right, Mr. Wimpron, did you know tonight is the 12th time the Patriots have played a team from Florida? Coming into tonight's ballgame, the Patriots are 9 wins and 2 losses. We started playing teams in Florida in 1991. We played Booker T. Washington a couple times, and Escambia a couple times, and Choctawhatchee a couple times, North Miami Beach, Gainesville, of course, during the broadcast era, Plant, St. Thomas, Aquinas, and Lake Placid. The 2 losses came to Escambia in 03, and that's another did you know, I'll tell you that in a little bit. Mm-hmm. We lost to them, and then, of course, in 2013, St. Thomas Aquinas, we lost to them in the Superdome. So those are the 2 losses to Florida teams. 3rd down and about 5. Run and play near side. Going to be, can't tell, is that Kaheem or that's Gabriel? I'm sorry, Gabriel. He got it to the right at the 30. Got the first down.
Got the first down. Clock's going to start. We're going to go no huddle offense. Get up and get down and snap it.
Yeah, back on the center. Bruno rolls his left, steps up in the pocket, fires it, and is caught by Prout at the 23-yard line.
We got a flag
holding
on them.
Holding on Tyler Bergeron, Tyler Mitchell, number 6, offense. He got held as he tried to release down the field.
That should be an automatic first down.
That Gordon's mic?
That's the field mic.
All right. Look, good job right there.
We have 11 seconds to go. So here, do we take a shot? We have 1 timeout left. Do we take a shot to the end zone?
Wait, where are they? Where's the ball going, Kevin? Looks like they're marking it our way.
They haven't marked it yet. We're taking it from the line of scrimmage as opposed to taking the play.
I wasn't sure where he was going here. All right, first down and 10 Patriots.
It's basic gain of 3. Instead of having the ball to 23 with the ball to 20.
Yep, we got 11 seconds left here.
Should have 1 timeout left.
Clock management we have, and looking for a timeout.
All right, twins near side. They don't have it on the board, unfortunately.
Yep.
Bruno back to pass, looks near side, fires it deep to Turner. Oh, got twisted and incomplete. We have 6 seconds, and unfortunately, I think that might be too far for a field goal attempt.
Yeah, they ran like a smash concept, hit down here at the bottom of the field, a little hide right at the bottom, and then Turner went on a corner route, but just a different landmark from Turner to the quarterback, and not sure where their aiming point was, but got a little flipped around, and that's the incompletion. Going to be, how much we have left? 8 seconds? 6 seconds
yeah,
left.
we're chunking in the end zone here.
So,
it's too far for a field goal.
Yep.
That would be a 37-yarder. I think that's a little too far for kippers.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go in the center here. Bruno back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, under pressure. He's in trouble. He slings it to the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted at the 1-yard line and out of bounds, but that's going to wrap up the first half.
No, good job of him just getting rid of it, Kevin.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to make a play. Last play of the half, you want to throw it up, maybe give your receiver an option to do something there. So a good job of him just getting rid of it under duress. Unfortunately, we couldn't do anything that drive, but fortunately for us, they couldn't either. We didn't give them the ball back. Their offense obviously threw the ball down the field, made some big plays late, so we didn't want to give them the ball back offensively. But pretty good job by us just finishing it out. We get to get in the locker room, get coached up, and move on to the second half.
Yep.
I want to say thank you to our sponsors, of course, like always, but we want to say thank you to Bobby Seafood, our premier halftime sponsor. I want to say thank you to Ryan and his family over there. Bobby Seafood is a family-owned and operated restaurant located at 9013 Jefferson Highway in River Ridge, right by school. They were established in September 1978 and are celebrating 45 years in business. They offer daily lunch specials, fresh prepared food, hot delicious po' boys, hot boiled seafood, and of course during crawfish season, Bobby Seafood provides on-site catering for commercial and personal boils. Call Captain Ryan Estes and staff at 504-738-2104 to place your lunch orders or to book your crawfish boils. Bobby Seafood, 738-2104, proud sponsor of Fighting Patriot Football.
At the 1 half of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 35, the Santaluces Chiefs 14. We're going to pause and take a timeout, but we want you guys to stay and listen to the Colonial Regiment as these young band members do a great job. And there's a new addition to the band. Is the color guard. There's 16 young ladies. They brought back the color guard for the first time in a long time, and you add the dance line. Danny, now the band takes up a lot more room on the field. They look good. So
a little bit more real estate.
We're going to let you guys enjoy the Colonial Regiment, and we'll come back with a score and recap after that. Welcome back to Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriots.com alongside Danny Wimpron and Kevin Fayard. We are at halftime with the Patriots lead the Chiefs 35-14. Great job there by the Colonial Regiment, dance line, and flag team. Scoring recap, it was all Patriots. The Patriots had the ball 6 times, scored 5 out of their 6 possessions. The first touchdown came at the 8:58 mark of the first quarter. Marlon Pratt with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kipper's PAT put the Patriots up 7-0. 7:02 to go in the quarter. After Jason Curtis interception, Bruno had a 32-yard reception. Bruno to Prout for 32 yards. Just hit Prout in the flats. He turned up the sideline and took it to the house from 32. Kippers added the PAT, making it 14-0. And then the Patriots rounded out the first quarter at 5:44 to go. Prout had a 45-yard touchdown run, with Kippers adding the PAT, putting the Patriots up 21-0 after one quarter. The 9:08 mark to go in the half, Kaheem Smith had a 1-yard touchdown run. Kippers added his 4th PAT, putting the Patriots up 28-0. But then Santaluces got on the board with 6:42 to go in the half. DeVoe hit Marion with a 61-yard pitch and catch. Clavijo with a PAT, and that made it 28-7. The Patriots came right back with 4:10 to go in the half. A.J. Smith with an 8-yard touchdown run. Kippers added his 5th PAT, making it 35-7. And then with 1:21 to go in the half, DeVoe hit, I believe it's a Browder, with a 27-yard pitch and catch. Clavijo added the PAT, making it 35-14. The Patriots had the ball with 1:13 to go in the half, drove down the field, but on the last play of the half, threw an interception at the 1-yard line. And that's where we stand at half, 35-14. Danny, your assessment of the first half?
Well, I think it's been great, up to, we gave up some big plays defensively. And like I said before, I'm not sure who the DBs were or not. But, athletes are going to make plays too. So you got to kind of hand it to the other team as well. They didn't come all the way from Florida because they were, a bunch of bums. Those guys can make some plays. So they got up over our DBs and made those. But obviously it's going to be something that we go in at halftime and talk about. Staying deep on the coverage, not allowing the big play, because I'll be honest with you, their quarterback has not had a lot of time to survey the field, pick us apart on slants, crossing routes, curl flats. They haven't been able to do any of that. So they've beat us deep on the deep ball a couple times, and that's really all that they've had defensively. I thought we've pretty much played lights out defensively. Offensively, pretty much the same thing. I like to have seen us manage the 2-minute offense a little bit better, throwing the ball, getting the ball out. The receivers getting off of coverage a little bit more. But like I said before, those guys, they're in high school, so they're not getting paid. But I like to use the phrase, they get paid too. So they've obviously done well, a pretty good job in coverage, holding off our good receivers for the first half. But I'd like to see us do a little bit more in the second half. Interesting, going to see who comes out in the second half. Are we going to bring our starters back out? up 35-14, and they're going to be on the first drive, second drive, and then maybe take them out and get some other guys some playing time. I'd like to see that, but all in all, couldn't be happier from our efforts so far tonight. I think they've played really, really hard in this ball game against a very versatile, athletic team so far. But I'd like to see a little bit more of the same in the second half.
I agree. I think we will.
A lot of times, to make this point, a lot of times a team can get complacent in the second half. You go out there and you score 35 points at will, and you come out in the second half and you're kind of lagging and dragging behind. You got to smell that. You can be like a shark, smell that blood in the water, and continue to attack. So I hope that's the mindset we have.
I believe it will. To expand on that, did you know earlier the Patriots are 9-2 against teams from Florida? The first loss was in 2003 to Escambia. Here's another, did you know? So my freshman year in 1985 was our first year we moved up to AAA, and we were looking for an opponent. And we almost played Escambia High School. Now, my freshman year, we had guys like Kirk Russell, Michael Stonebreaker, linebacker. I mentioned Steve Clark, Jeff Arsmond, who's one of my sponsors. We had Glenn Becknell, a lot of seniors, very good guys. I know I'm missing a few, so don't be offended if I don't mention your name. But that team was really good. And we almost went to Escambia to play them. And they had a junior running back by the name of Emmett Smith. And they just couldn't get the finances, how many, per kid on the team, how many cents per mile they had to pay us. So really it was logistics. They couldn't agree to terms. And I was talking to Coach Rob later that year and into my sophomore year about it. And I was like, man, that would be kind of cool. And I said, why didn't we play? And he told me, yeah, we just couldn't agree to terms. And I'm like, man, that would have been cool. We'd have gone there. And I'm saying, of course, I was on the clap squad as a freshman. I wasn't going to play. I'm sitting there watching, but I can imagine watching that defense try to tackle Emmett Smith would have been pretty cool. And I was like, wow.
Real cool.
Yeah. So a game that did not happen, could have, but
well, and
it's an NFL Hall of Famer.
You gotta realize this too, Kevin. We have not had, and especially early on, we're relatively young school for all the success that we've had, but we never had that big, rich history of alumni that can say, oh, you guys want to go to Florida and play? Here's $15,000. Here's your bus fare. Here's your meal fare. Here's your, we haven't had that. And hopefully, throughout the next few years, we'll be able to go do some things of that nature, be able to go attack the top 25. Because I'll tell you this, as time goes on, I love the opportunity to be able to have some of these kids on TV, be able to go say, hey, we think we have a really good team. Then you know what? Do what some of the other teams around the country do. Go pick them and say, you know what? We're going to come to you. We're going to go play you. We want to hunt you out. Because this is what really aggravates me, and it still does today. When you have the opportunity to be in the top 25 and in the top 1 and 2, if you remember when Joe McKnight was around and back in the day, we were number 1 and 2 in the country all year long, mostly number 1 in the country all year. And then in the USA Today, the last game of the season, a team from Texas jumps us, and they eventually were the national champions, and we were number 2 in the country. I would have led to say, not so fast, my friend. We're coming to you next week. Let's go to war. Something like that. So, to have those opportunities around the country, and that's kind of what we're talking about tonight. Kudos to this team for saying, you know what, John Curtis Patriots have an opening on the schedule. We're going to go and play those guys. We hear they're pretty darn good. So far, we're pretty darn good. But, like I said before, they got athletes all over the field. What happens in the second half here. But, I love the opportunity to say, we're not just going to line up and play the Catholic League each and every week. We're not just going to line up and play the teams that we have historically played all the time, which is almost another thing that aggravates you about the split. Remember, we were able to go play teams kind of all over, all these public schools, private schools alike, the big teams, the small teams. And usually we did it in the first game of the season, or, maybe we played somebody big in the playoffs that, you don't normally get to play. Well, now it's kind of limited action, I'll call it, for, what it maybe used to be from where we were. And I know that y'all's district was different than the district that I played in, and the district now in the Catholic League is different than both of us played in. So you're able to play some other teams that historically we didn't back then, and we would have loved to play these teams back then. But just shows you kind of the atmosphere of football, the way that it's changed over the years.
Yep. Well, after tonight's game against Santaluces, the Patriots will be back here at the Shrine on Airline next Friday night, the 22nd, to play the Jesuit Blue Jays. So we will open up district play next Friday. Then the following Saturday, September 30th, Holy Cross. We'll come back to that in a minute. That's going to be at Tech only. Then we're back here at the Shrine on October 6th. That's going to be homecoming against Rummel. And then Hall of Fame game is October 13th against Acadiana. Then on the following Saturday, the 21st, we'll go across town to play St. Aug at Ted Gormley, to come back on October 27th against Brother Martin here at the Shrine, and then we'll wrap up the regular season on the Algiers at Carr. So, we got the, Catholic League, as tough as it is. So, we're jumping to Catholic League next week against the Jesuit Blue Jays. But I will go ahead and mention this. On Saturday the 30th, we will not have a broadcast. Just out of coincidence this year, all three of us, Robbie, myself, and then Danny, we're all going to be out of town. Not together, different personal things going on. So there won't be a broadcast against Holy Cross. Gordon will be at the game, and he'll get the score out via social media to everybody. So that'll be the first time in our 13 years that we won't have a broadcast.
Yeah.
It's the way it works. It happens. But we'll be back for the homecoming on the 6th of October. So it'll be fun.
Yeah. You got to go to – you going to Ole Miss? Is that it?
I'll be in Oxford for the LSU Ole Miss game. Robbie's sister's getting married in Michigan. And
there you go.
I'll say congratulations to you. Danny was, obviously a great quarterback at Memphis. He was in their Hall of Fame. And 20 years ago this fall, the Tigers won the conference, came here to New Orleans, played in the New Orleans Bowl, and my partner here was the MVP of the New Orleans Bowl. And they are, during their football game that week, they're going to have a reunion that weekend and honor those guys at halftime. So congratulations to you and to the 03 Tigers. Hope you have fun and get a chance to see all those guys, like D'Angelo Williams, a running back who played in the NFL for a while.
Well, that's another thing. D'Angelo is getting inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
So it's another celebration
Nice.
kind of tied into our 20-year reunion as well. So, it'll be a great opportunity to, just be able to see some of those guys. Obviously, they've extended families a lot since then and get to see some of their kids and their wives and people we haven't seen for a long time, some of the coaches, and just be able to shoot the bull with them and enjoy some of the stories that we remember. And, it'll be the first time I've been up there in probably, 8 years or so. So it'll be nice to go back. I think Mike Snyder's we're going to ride together and go up there, and should be a good time. Nice.
Glenn Tapman checking in from Bridge City, Texas. He's another member of that 1975 state championship team, a senior that year. And, speaking of reunions, I know everybody's been at, when's coach going to break the record? When's coach going to break the record? It's, well, when we win the 7th game, when's that going to be? Well, I don't know. Hopefully sooner, right? So long as the Patriots stay undefeated, it could be against St. Aug across town. If we do stay undefeated, that's the game that could be targeted. But I'm looking forward to whenever it is. We'll know obviously when he ties it that we can kind of get in preparation. But so many guys want to come in. That'd be so awesome to talk to Patriots from every year.
Well, I just hope we make it a real big deal, and I hope they make it a big deal around the country as well.
Let's go get him!
It's a big deal. It's the biggest deal that we've been a part of in our football history, and being former players and everything that anybody's gone on to do. This is something that's going to live in the history books forever. So it's an exciting time for this program and even more for the family and Coach JT. And I just think if possible, everybody that can, please come back in town and celebrate that. It's just going to be a remarkable time in the history of the Patriots.
And if you can't make it for when we think the game may be, don't worry. In January, the Patriot Nations Men's Club is having an extravaganza. It's going to be a twofold. One, to celebrate the 10th year anniversary of the club, and then to honor Coach JT and his accomplishment. And of course, Coach, as he'll say, it's not him. It's just all the guys who coach with him and, of course, all the players through the years. So, we want everybody who played for Coach to know you're part of this. This is our record. It's our record. And just anytime the football team can get together, that's what I'm looking forward, besides homecoming Hall of Fame weekend, to see those guys come in from the 75 team in the new class. Hopefully Johnny will announce that soon who's in the class, and be kind of excited to welcome those guys and gals into the club.
Well, and here's the deal. You don't want to count your eggs before they hatch, right? So
no.
These kids, you go back and listen to the broadcast, take care of your business every week. We keep saying, it's going to be this week, it's going to be that, like Kevin mentioned. We don't know when it's going to be.
No.
You have to take care of your business on the field to where it's as soon as possible for Coach JT. It's unprecedented. It's going to be an unbelievable time for this program, this school, and he deserves everything that's coming to him.
Absolutely. The Patriots will kick it off left to right. Kippers to kick it. We got Rodriguez and Marion deep for the Chiefs.
They run a guy on late. Pretty good kick.
Yeah, back to the 15-yard line. That's Marion. 20 comes near side. 25. Got hit, broken tackle, 30. And down there in the 34-yard line. So great job there by Marion. I tell you what, he took a licking, but then he ran right through that tackle.
Yeah, the lat came up and put something on him, and he just kind of was able to break the tackle and run through. But good job by Kippers. He drove that one down to the 14-yard line. That was the deepest I've seen him kick it so far. And but they had a nice little return set up, did a good job, and their offense is hoping to build on some momentum they had late in the second quarter, and we'll see what we have here defensively.
Yep, here we go, defense. 1st and 10, Chiefs. From that 34-yard line, DeVoe, the quarterback. Dawes, the halfback, takes the handoff up the middle. Short gain. So DeLotte and also number 13, that's Saavedra. Yep. On the tackle.
And a lot of times, you look at our defense on our standard, 55-2, those guys are – defensive line are taking up a lot of room, and the linebacker's able to run free and play. Obviously, in a spread defense, you're going to look at more of a nickel package, and the defensive line are able to kind of get upfield and do their thing, and the linebackers have done a good job playing in that combination, getting to the football.
DeVoe back to pass, steps up, he got him.
Boom.
That pocket closed quickly. That is going to be Lacron, and in 95, I believe that's
Logan Barnes.
Logan Barnes.
Yep.
Dropped him back to the 28-yard line. 3rd down and long.
Yeah, Logan's done a great job for us in the past 2 years. We talked about him a little bit more as the season went on last year, but he's a 5'11", 250-pound junior defensive lineman, and done a great job. It just adds to the depth of that defensive front, who's a very good one.
Yep. Yeah, Logan got a lot of playing time in recent years. One of those guys that matured as the season went on last year as well. 3rd and long for the Chiefs. DeVoe steps back to pass. Pump fakes, he's going to run it. Breaks a couple tackles. He's finally brought down around the 34-yard line, around the original line of scrimmage. That's going to be number 41 on the tackle there for the Patriots. That's going to be Jeffrey Curtis.
Yeah, it's a good job right there by Lane Lacron staying after him.
Yep.
After he got up the field, the quarterback stepped up and he fell back in. Lane Lacron, already a sophomore, hard to believe, 6 foot, 200-pound defensive end, getting out there and getting some playing time, doing well.
It's called 4th and 10. And it looks like they'll go for it, but basically it's kind of like a punt formation, so who knows. We're going to play punt safe. Kaheem Smith will go back deep. And then we're going to call a timeout. We didn't like our alignment. So with 9:51 to go in the third, timeout charge to the Patriots. It's Patriots 35, the Chiefs 14.
I'm trying to find his number on here,
Who's
Kevin. Barron, Craig's son. He got injured in the beginning of the season, and he's been out. He's also a defensive lineman, a defensive end, outside linebacker. Benjamin Barron, number 30, linebacker, 6 foot, 185-pound sophomore. He's playing defensive end for us as well, and I think he had an elbow injury this year. It's either elbow or wrist. I think it was an elbow, but he's coming back in another few weeks, so it'll be good just to have some more depth on the defensive end side, the defensive front. So I think he's one of the guys that, coaches said have gotten a lot better in the last year, gained some thickness and a little bit more attitude, so it'd be nice to have him back.
Also missing from the lineup is Zach Drake.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm not sure exactly where he's at, but Zach's a pretty dominant force out there for the Patriots.
Yeah. So DeVoe is the quarterback, but he's also the punter. They'll line up in an offensive formation, so don't be surprised if he just takes a snap and two-step punts it. So we'll play a punt safe here. Double twins. Dawes lines up to the right of DeVoe. Let's see what happens here. Yep. Oh, they're going to play it here. Fires it deep, and it's going to be almost intercepted. But the good news is turnover and downs, and the Patriots are going to have beautiful field position at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
You try to see who that is down there.
With 9:45 to go in the third.
I believe that was number 38. Number 38 is
Franklin.
Yeah, is that Kyan Franklin? A good job. I think he's one of the ones that they jumped over earlier in the ballgame. Good job redeeming himself as a corner position, just falling back in on the inside hash pass and been able to get up and break it up and get the offense the ball back.
1st and 10 from the 34-yard line of the Chiefs. Twins to the left will go near side. Gabriel comes near side. He's at a 20. And he'll step out around the 17-yard line. But nice run there by Mr. Gabriel. Gain of 17. First and 10 now.
Nice job just attacking right at him. Going to go get him.
Actually to the 16, so gain of 18. Ball in near hash mark. Prout and Smith are the halfbacks. We'll go to the left. Kaheem Smith takes the handoff. He fights hard. Danny to the 10. Now they're going to mark him at the 11.
Yep, good job just pounding the football right at him again, Kevin. Almost 5 yards right there on first down. So continue to just run the football right at him. Getting some of these big boys just pushing that pile. And those running backs continue to run with a full head of steam downhill and continue to move the chains.
You know what I like about, besides having depth on the offensive line, is we do have some depth at running back as well.
We really do. You know, it's been a little different, I guess, from what we remember years past. I'll get into that in a little bit more.
Second down here from the 11. Come near side. Gabriel takes the handoff off the guard. He gets it to the 8-yard line. Go ahead.
And I guess in a good way and a lot of unselfishness. You know, when you played and when I played, we had probably some more guys that had some dominant names, I guess I should say. Some blue chippers, some guys that were all-state, very dominant running backs. But as of late, we've had a plethora of running backs that are very solid high school running backs that run the ball as a committee. You know, and there's 4 or 5 guys during any season that can contribute. They share the load. They go in there unselfishly, and they work their butt offs for each other. So it's good to see.
Yep. 2 tight split to the left. 3rd down and 1 from the 7. We'll come near side. Halfback takes the handoff off the left guard. He's to be tackled at the 3-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Trying to see who that was. That Prout on the handoff?
I'm not sure, Kevin. I don't think I didn't see the number.
I believe it was. Smith, I'm sorry. So with 7:47 to go in the 3rd, it's now 1st and goal. Patriots from the 3. Kaheem Smith, the near side halfback. Gabriel, the left side. 2 tight split near side. Bruno comes near side, keeps it, and he's going to easily score the touchdown.
Yes, sir.
Put 6 more on the board for the Patriots.
Good job calling his old number, getting it done, pulling the ball, and getting it in the end zone for 6 more points. For that scoring job, I want to say thank you once again to Moe's Pizza on the West Bank, 1112 Avenue H in West Wego. Jeff Arsmith, class of 86, and his wife Lisa. Go give them a call, check them out, go see them, check out the website, see everything that they do. www.moespizzanola.com. Meatballs and spaghetti, homemade hand-tossed pizza, lasagnas, salads, everything that you want. moespizzanola.com. 3419650. Jeff, Lisa, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Kippers with the PAT. Snap, place, kick is up, and it is good. So with 7:21 to go in the 3rd, it's now Patriots 42, Chiefs 14.
Very efficient drive once again, Kevin, but you got to hand it to the defense. They get you the ball back in that position. That's exactly what you have to do with it. Be able to punch that thing in the end zone for 6 more points. So that's 42-14. Patriots on top with 7:21 left here in the 3rd quarter. You're listening to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Danny does a 5-play drive going 34 yards in distance, burning 2:24 off the clock. Bruno with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kippers with his 6th PAT. All the precious points adding up tonight. And that's going to build him some confidence as the year goes on, getting those points in. So it's Patriots 42, Chiefs 14, 7:21 to go here in the 3rd. Yeah, again, I mentioned in the pregame, I'm just a little concerned. The starters, when you add the Jamboree in the first game in Santaluces, only offensive starters played maybe 35 plays max.
Yep.
Well, they're doing well tonight.
Yep. Well, hopefully they don't ever have to play that much. But
Kippers again to kick it off. Rodriguez and Marion deep. Rodriguez picks it up at the 21. And he's hit hard
Hammered.
at the 28-yard line.
I think that's Hayden Delatte.
It was.
Yeah, he delivers a blow, Kevin. When he hits you, you're going to feel it. So good job on number 40. You know, like I said about our linebackers, they're not that tall, but they'll come up and hit you. He's 5'10", 190 pounds. He could run, and he loves getting down there and kick off and putting the hat on the hat.
They're going to mark it at the 29-yard line. So 1st and 10, Chiefs from their own 29. 7:17 to go in the third. They'll go double twins. Williams will line up to the left of DeVoe. They'll stay in the shotgun. DeVoe steps up in the pocket. Has a lot of time. Now he's going to roll to his right. Fires over the middle. Wide open.
Yep.
Complete. And needs to be tossed to the ground right around the 49-yard line of the Patriots. Let's see, who was that? Is that the halfback that did a little jerk route?
I believe so. So the good job right there, the quarterback buying himself some time. You know, he got out of the pocket.
Rodriguez.
It forced the linebacker to be able to step up and keep him from running, and then it kind of opened up that void in the middle of the field for them to continue to work to just flip it to him for a nice first down completion.
That was Rodriguez, the slot receiver on the near side. Just ran a dig across the middle. 1st and 10 in Patriots territory. This time he's going to keep it himself. He's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow, great job,
LeCron. He's having a good night tonight.
He sure is.
That'll move the ball back at the Chiefs side of the 50, back to the 48-yard line. So it looks like a loss of 3. 2nd down, 13. If you all want to interact with Danny and I, feel free to send us a text message, 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690. Give us your name and location. And look, if you're a Santaluces fan, yeah, give us a shout-out. We'll give you a shout-out.
Yep. We like Florida.
Yep. Slot twins to the top of the field, split near side, and it looks like the referee says, oh, hang tight. It's the official hydration break, so we'll take a timeout as well. 6 minutes to go in the third. It's the Patriots 42, Chiefs 14.
Oh, pretty night tonight, Kevin. Patriots fans are in attendance, and like I said before, it's starting to cool down a little bit for them, so it's not as crazy. Obviously, later in the night, it gets even better in the evening here. The Patriot Nation Men's Club, you got to hand it to them. They did a great job of tailgating again tonight, cooking some jambalaya, getting some fried chicken, getting the fans out there and ready for the Patriot walk through, and obviously the band doing a great job, and the dance team and everybody else in attendance. So we want to say thank you to Patriot Nation Men's Club again for showing up and providing the fans a safe place to be able to attend early before the game, get something to eat, get something to drink, and be ready to rock and roll for the Patriots at 7 p.m. So, and obviously, you know, you look at our stands, they look pretty good, but like we mentioned before, these suites are sold out at the Shrine. So a lot of people are watching the games from the suites up here next to us in the booths, and you know, it doesn't really get much better than that in high school football.
Yep. To everybody in the suites, thank you very much for your support. Hope you all enjoying the broadcast. Though it's like a 30-second delay. But kudos to all you guys.
Yeah.
2nd down long for the Chiefs. They throw it on the flats, and it's going to be incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and long.
I just tried to get rid of it a little too quick.
Little shout-out here. Again, I mentioned my classmate, Jeff Consian. He sent me a text message saying that the youngster would love this style of game where the Bears are dominating the line of scrimmage, and, you know, it doesn't matter which running back you put in there, you know. And how about this? Gary Greaves, number 26, gives us a shout-out from Vancouver.
My man. Oh, it's beautiful up there.
Yeah, it is. Kudos to you, Gary, for taking some time off and enjoying yourself. Of course, my sister and brother-in-law, Eric and Wendy, watching from Plano. Appreciate you guys. 3rd and 13, trips to the top of the field, split near side. DeVoe fires, got hit as he threw, throws it deep to Browder. Going to be caught.
Man.
And inside the 5-yard line. I tell you what, that big 6'5 receiver just – there's a flag, though, near midfield.
I don't know how we keep letting them get behind us, Kevin.
Is there a lineman downfield?
Not sure, but we got to be able to protect deep, guys. You know, it doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
The corner, the safety, whoever. We got to be able to stay deep. Let the defensive linemen do their job while we do. Yeah, ineligible receiver downfield. That's it.
They bailed us out.
But, yeah, that's tough, Kevin. And, you know, and I'll say it like I said it before. Their guys are going to make some plays, right? But if we have a key that we're coached to stay deep. You're in your deep half. You're in your deep third. You're in your deep quarter. Whatever that is, you have to do your job. You have to stay back there, and it's a lot easier to defend coming from back forward than just having to run and try to play catch-up. So get there, especially when you know how you have somebody out there as capable as that young man to be able to go up and get the ball.
Third down and extra long. Now the ball is being placed at the Chief 43. They have to get it to the Patriot 38. So they're going to go with 3 receivers to the right, 1 near side. Williams will line up to the right of DeVoe. They'll stay in the shotgun. Now Williams shifts to the left. DeVoe looks down the field, fires it deep over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted by Turner. Around the 10-yard line, comes back near side 20, 25, 30. There's a flag in the play to the 50. And that's where he's running out of bounds. There's 2 flags, so probably some blocking the backs, but and a late flag here. Uh-oh. A 4th flag. That'll be an unsportsmanlike on us probably.
Who was that?
Well, I don't know. We'll let the coaches handle that. But some blocks in the back. Probably on the Gordon, were you able to see what happened late?
Yeah, it's unsportsmanlike on them
from
what I seen.
Okay.
But they threw 3 different flags and 2 hats.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened after the fact.
Yeah.
Probably some blocks in the back on us on the return.
Oh, the blocks in the back on them.
Was there a late hit out of bounds?
On us.
Yeah, was there a late
There
hit
was
out of
a
bounds?
late hit out of bounds, and then there was some extracurricular activity
on the field,
after
right.
that.
All right, here we go. Block in the back. Then personal foul on the Chiefs. The first time pay. Unfortunately, the referee doesn't have a mic. So they probably enforce the block in the back from the spot of the foul and then come back up 15 yards.
Yep.
Hey, give a shout out to Jay Meyer and his family from Gramercy. Thank you all for listening. Appreciate you. And real quick, I want to give a shout out to the Patriot Nations Men's Club. Last night they fed the Santaluces football team, and they also packaged a bunch of to-go plates. They're going to feed the team again tonight after the game.
Good, good. That's the way it should be done.
Guys, thank you very much for your generosity and for your fellowship with the Chief football players.
Yeah, and look, here's the bottom line. I said they flew, Kevin, because I know it's a long way. Did they fly or did they drive? Because I can tell you this. If they did drive, they flew? Okay, because I was going to tell you, if you're going to drive, you need a meal because that's a long ride. So, yeah, appreciate the men's club doing what they do and providing a meal for those guys a few times while they're here and showing some hospitality the way that we do it in New Orleans. Is that how you're supposed to say it?
Something like that.
Frank Davis.
Naturally New Orleans.
Well, anyway, I didn't get to see the good old stuff on the sideline, Kevin. I was hoping you saw it, but anyway.
Gordon, have they officially marked the ball? I can't tell from our angle.
They marked it on the 50.
At the 50, okay. So
walk back 10 yards and then back up 15.
I didn't see it, Gordon. I thought they were trying to figure out if somebody was going to get tossed out of the game or something like that. I didn't know how bad it was.
I thought one of their linemen was going to get tossed.
Okay.
All right, 1st and goal, Patriots from the 50. Bruno in the center. Power play near side. That's going to be Prout. And he's going to get – oh, ball came out late.
Oh,
but we jumped
Looks
on
like
it.
we got it.
Yep, sure did. He was fighting hard, and at the very end, they raked it out.
I mean, he's so shifty, in and out, and he's probably, like you said, fighting for.
And Bruno's got a cramp.
Okay. Glad that's all it is. I see him on the ground. I'm like,
know.
oh Lord, my heart skips a beat.
Gordon, are they spotted the 47 or the 48?
47.
47, gain of 3. Thank you. Yeah, just a cramp. So we'll put Reggie Johnson in. And with 4:44 to go in the third, you know what? Let Reggie ride this out.
Yeah, why not? Get some more of those guys in the ball game. Reggie's taking some snaps right there from big Richard Newby. Richard's a 6'1", 275-pound senior.
You know what a blessing. last year we had to play so many offensive linemen with losing Godfrey early.
Yeah.
Early in the playoffs. That it built the depth.
Yeah.
That's one of our strong points in offense is the offensive line. They know, Jerry's done a great job with those guys, and probably one of the more salty bunches we've had in a few years as well.
Oh, yeah. No, they've been a good group for a while, Kevin. But, at any position you go through your lulls of, having some younger guys or having some inexperienced guys in certain years. But we feel really good about this group so far this year, and that's kind of what we hope and pray to always just stay healthy in each and every one of these games, get out of it healthy, and, keep that group solidified going into the next week.
Also, A.J. Smith and then number 26, Boudreaux, the halfbacks. We'll go power play to the left. That's A.J. Smith. Comes back to the middle. He's to the 30, breaks the tackle, and he's drugged down at the 25-yard line.
Boy, one of these guys just likes wrapping you up around the head. A.J.'s feeling that tonight. A good job of him just using his strength and power in those legs to just kind of carry those guys for some extra yardage. But again, great blocks out front by Yogi's Bears. Big guys in the middle taking a lot of pride in doing their job.
1st and 10 Patriots from the Chief 25-yard line. 4:12 to go in the third. Ball in the near hash mark. Corcoran and Boudreaux now the halfbacks with Reggie at quarterback. Boudreaux takes the handoff, crosses the center, crosses the 20, and he's going to be tackled at the 18-yard line. Gain of 7.
3:40 and counting here in the third quarter. We're up 42-14, and we are continuing to drive with some of the younger guys in the ball game, so it's nice to see.
We'll go Twins receivers to the left. Corcoran takes a handoff over center. Crosses the 15. They're going to mark him down at the 14-yard line, and that's enough for the first down.
Yep.
Gain of 4.
And a little different, like we said, the little different wrinkle this year is when you get a first down, the clock does not stop temporarily. It continues to move as they mark the sticks. And I want to say thank you to our chain gang guys. I think it's Frank, Walter, Bilson. Who else is over there? But we always have this. Yeah, I might have the same 3 or 4 guys each and every week. Kel Kopecki. And so I want to say thanks to those guys for always showing up in support and doing the job for the chain gang.
Corcoran with a power play to the left. Crosses the 10. They're going to mark him down at the 7-yard line. Gain of 7. Danny, you're a little bit long in the tooth when you played with one of the guys we're calling here, Jack Corcoran. I played with his dad. He was a teammate of mine a couple years behind me, but then his older brother Mikey and then Ben, football, baseball.
Yeah.
In the early years of the broadcast, and here's Jack.
Yeah. His and their uncle, Brad, was a running back of mine when I was a freshman.
And Corcoran takes it in from 7 yards out.
Look, he's gonna show up, say, "Feed me, baby. Keep feeding me. Let's go." Good job. Good series for him. Keeping it going, and that score just continues to rise for the Patriots. That is going to be 48-14 for the Big Blue.
Patriots will line up for the PAT. Collins will kick it. Reggie Johnson to hold. Snap is low. Place kick is up. Has the height, the distance, and it is good. So with 2:10 to go in the third, it's now Patriots 49, Chiefs 14.
Kevin, for that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to our good buddy, Hot Rod Beloso, baby. He's our post-game sponsor, but we got to give him some love sometimes in the middle of the end of the game. So I want to say thanks to Hot Rod's Creole, locally owned and family operated with generational recipes for your cooking ease and enjoyment. Check out their award-winning jambalaya, gumbo, barbecue sauces. Don't forget the premium garlic butter seasonings, fish fries, seafood, boil mixes, and everything that they offer. You can check out the website at hotrodscreole.com. You can find their products at your local grocery stores and at another one of our sponsors, Bobby's Seafood, up there on the top shelf. Hot Rods Creole, is the only way to Creole.
Danny does a 6-play drive going 50 yards in distance, burning 2:55 off the clock. Jack Corcoran with a 7-yard touchdown run. Collins adding the PAT. It's Patriots 49, Chiefs 14 with 2:10 to go here in the third. Another Patriot fan said, "Go Bears, punch those holes in the line." And you're right, the Bears are being the road graders that they are. They're making it easy for the guys, the skill guys. So kudos to them.
You talk about what a special group it is this year. Now I think we've had some really good groups in the past, but these guys are really taking a lot of pride in that. You know, and an offensive lineman is a special individual. You know, they get yelled at a lot during practice. Trust me, yelled at a lot, and don't get all of the praise that they deserve throughout the ball game and throughout the season. So we try to give them as much as we can.
Marion from the 16, middle return. It's a foot race. Can we catch him? We're giving chase. Marion is going to take it to the house.
Woo. Nice job. Great return. Great return.
84-yard kickoff return.
And
with 1:52 to go in the third. Go ahead, Danny.
Good job by Trey Brown, number 24, trying to get to him and maybe save a score at the end inside the 5-yard line. So I like him laying out down there and trying to make something happen. But obviously we got out of our lanes there, Kevin, and probably got some younger kids on the kickoff team. But, you know, got to get him down. But a good job right there by the Chiefs. Unfortunately for our offense, they're going to have to go right back on the field after a long drive. But, you know, good job. The Chiefs deserve it. And nice kickoff return for a touchdown for them.
Yeah, 86 yards in distance. You know, he did a good job setting up his blocks and then bounced it to the left, cut up the middle of the field, and he just kind of zigzagged, avoiding our tackle. Clavahoe to kick the PAT. Snap, place, kick is up, and it is good. So at 1:52 to go in the third, it's now Patriots 49, Chiefs 21.
Well, I could tell you they, you know, for some of the older guys, it used to make them so upset when, you know, the younger guys would get in the game and give up some points, you know.
Goes against their stats.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, that you go out there and, well, let's just say, you know, you got a goose egg up on the scoreboard, and all of a sudden the young guys, second or third string guys go in and they score a touchdown, and now you got 6 or 7 on the board instead of, you know, a big 0. So, you know, those guys are going to hear about it tomorrow, obviously on the kickoff return team as well. Or the kickoff team is no different. So got to get down there and cover and do your job.
You know what? That gives our return team, because we haven't returned a kickoff for touchdown in a while too. So
a little challenge there, huh?
Yeah. Let's see if we could return serve.
Well, then let's think about it this way, right? We've sky kicked for most of the last few games, but on the last few here, we've tried to kick it deep, and we kicked it deep on that one. He kind of fielded it in center field and hit it with a full head of steam and made something happen. So, you know, just something to think about coming up. Are we going to continue to do that and these guys make their corrections? I know they will.
They do an onside kick.
Got it.
And they did. It barely went 10 yards, but no flags. They got it. Yep, right at the 50-yard line.
Wow.
The kicker just barely tapped it. The ball rolled. We were waiting to see if it was going to go 10, and then he jumped on it.
Yep, great job by them.
Yeah, no. It should be that ball, but the referees are talking about it.
Oh, I don't know what there is to talk about. I thought it went
right at
10 yards and a little bit more, and then the kicker jumped on it.
They saying the kicker touched it at the 49.
Really?
Oh, touched it before he jumped on it? Okay.
I didn't see
yeah,
that.
They did.
If he did, good for us.
Yeah, well, they did. Now it's saying 1st and 10 Patriots. I didn't see that part because our angle.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing well. You want to keep the momentum. You don't want anything like that. And then obviously just something else for us to work on tomorrow, you know, in the film room, be able to, you know, keep these tips and reminders going. They're down pretty significantly in a game like this. So, you know, sometimes that's to be expected. An onside kick in the fourth quarter. You know, most of the time it's late and, you know, when the game's a little closer, but a good job right there. So those are some of the simple things that you can work on throughout the season, Kevin, understanding the situations and maybe not leaving so early and heading back for the return and just playing a little more safe.
And a sideline warning on the Chiefs. So the Patriots now have the ball at the plus 49-yard line with 1:52 to go in the third. Raji will stay in at quarterback.
I want to say thanks to my mom and dad and Alexa and Mila listening, my nieces.
Hey.
And I want to say hello to them, and I love you, and I appreciate you guys listening to the broadcast on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Power play near side. Boudreaux takes a handoff. Gain of 2 to the 47-yard line. You know, sitting here thinking a couple of these text messages coming in about the Bears. And you mentioned earlier you get this brand new, beautiful field at the main campus, high school campus, you know, just field turf. And it's not just the football field. It's the whole green space.
It's huge.
So Belly Beach is no longer Belly Beach.
Right.
I wonder what Coach Rob would think about that.
It's huge.
Too fancy. You know, them offensive linemen, they like to get in the mud and stuff.
You know, the one thing that I'll say, if you go closest to the parking lot on the back street, I believe that they kept the sand pit. You know, they kept
for the track.
Yeah. No, not the track, but just for running. You know, they probably left a 5-foot wide space, a 5-yard wide space that you could run, you know, the sand drills and things like that.
I got you.
So I think it's pretty cool that, you know, they cut out for the trees that are there, the pine trees along the fence line. They have 2 home plate. Who's that down?
Big lineman, number 79.
Darn it.
Bolden.
So, yeah, they have 2 home plates. One is the farthest end that you could possibly get, where the old field goal post used to sit on the far side, kind of behind those other houses. And then there's another home plate closest to that parking lot on Manguno side. And then they have the chalk lines marked for the field
for baseball
as well as football. And then they have the lanes of the track. Right. And then they also have, it looked like they were putting in some of the turns for the track as well. So it's going to be, you know, you talk about the Shrine on Airline kind of be a multiple sport thing. Well, we could do multiple sport things at that new field at the high school. So, yeah, if you guys have not seen it, it's a beautiful, beautiful field. And we want to say thank you to, you know, the big donation from whoever it came from. And we want to say thank you to helping us move into the future.
But my point, though, all that is Billy Beach no longer exists, and that's where those guys, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Because Coach Rob, like, get in the dirt, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So if he was still around, you know, he'd probably get that one eyebrow down like,
yeah, what's this all about?
Yeah. I want my boys dirty.
Yeah.
What a guy. He's definitely missed to this day.
For sure.
2 tight split to the left of the field. Will come near side. And that's Corcoran. Gets it to the 36-yard line. It was a gain of 6.
He was running hard, picking up first downs, doing a good job.
Should be a first down there.
Continuing to rotate some guys in and out.
Reggie hands off to Boudreaux off the left guard. Short gain to the 34. Gain of 2.
Tell you what, the second group of linemen, some good-looking kids too. And Kevin, if you don't mind, I'm gonna.
And that's the end of the fourth quarter.
Try to get some of their names, and you could shout them out.
Yeah. So let's do real quick. At the end of the fourth quarter of play, 3 quarters of play. Excuse me. It's the Patriots 49, the Chiefs 21. Go ahead.
Looks like number 62.
That's going to be Gabe Lagarde.
55.
Colin Gonsolin.
Looks like number 73, I believe.
That's Brody Crescione, excuse me.
67.
Kristen Thibodeau.
And maybe 76.
Miles Riggin.
And I think, that's about it. Yep. Number 62.
That's Gabe Lagarde.
Yeah.
You haven't mentioned him.
Good to see those guys out there. Yeah. Glad to get some of those younger guys in the game. Like I said before, you never know when your number is going to be called. Somebody might go down. And I know those big offensive linemen, those starters, like to get a rest and see those younger guys get into the ball game as well. I'm going to mention some more numbers. Number 15.
Xavier Brown.
16.
That's Reggie Johnson, quarterback.
35.
Let's see. It's Jamin Williams.
26.
That's going to be Jacoby Boudreaux.
And big 46. I know who that is.
Yeah, who that is.
That is my boy, Caden Batard.
Nice.
He's looking good, man. Looks like he's getting big.
All right, we're going to flip the field. Patriots now going right to left.
Let me see you hit somebody now, Caden.
Reggie back to pass, fires out in a flat, going to be caught by Boudreaux. And he's going to be tackled near the 25-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. Gordon, can you help us with the spot there?
Yeah, down to the 27.
27, thank you.
Good job of just getting it out of his hands and getting it to the running back in the flat early. Caden Batard, I tell you what, he almost looked like he was wide open in the middle of the field. But a good job of the quarterback doing his job, picking out the number one and going to it.
Quarterback keeper Johnson up the middle. And he's going to get it to the 24-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Patriots.
Chiefs have a couple players getting up gingerly. Been a long game for them.
$11 minutes to go in the ball game. Johnson goes to the right, drops the ball, picks it back up, maybe gets one. Looks like he tried to pull it and maybe Corcoran kind of clamped on it and the ball fell. Give him one to the 23.
And again, I want to say thank you to all the parents for bringing the girls, the cheerleaders, the little peppers, the dance team, the flag team, the band, everybody that's involved in the atmosphere of a game on a Friday night. We want to say thank you. We appreciate you for making it happen because guess what? Kevin, they have to practice a lot too. A lot of stuff going on Monday through Friday to make this happen, and as well on the weekends putting some hard hours in to to be able to add to the atmosphere of a football game. So we appreciate it.
Yep. It's like an injury timeout. One of the Chiefs down on the 25-yard line. Of course, if you want to wish the Chiefs a very safe travel going back home. And good luck to them for the rest of their season, too.
Yeah.
Look, they came in 3-0.
Yeah, hopefully they got a little taste of Louisiana.
Yeah. But they did. They got some jambalaya last night. And do we know, is it jambalaya again they're taking home? Or
I don't know what's
something different?
I know we had jambalaya that we were serving at the thing. Hopefully it's something a little different. But I think we fed them today for the pregame meal. I think they had like some kind of pasta and some other, regular kind of pregame meal stuff. So hopefully, they're happy with the way that they were treated. And I'll say this too, Kevin. We always like to have a very sporty rivalry with a lot of other schools out there. So, in the future, no problems with calling them to come down here, us maybe going there sometime, and when we have two good teams again to be able to match it up.
2nd down 9, Patriots. Patriots had the backups in the ball game. That's number 35. Right halfback takes it over to center. That's Williams. Hey. Georgie and Miss Peggy in the stands says, "Go band."
Yeah.
They did a great job tonight.
How about that?
And so did the girls, the dance line and the flag team. Well, they're so big now, they take up that whole section. What's that section? 110.
110. There you go.
Little counter option. Boudreaux takes the pitch, and he can't turn the corner. That's number 8. Give him credit. Nice job of staying at home. That's the Alabrice on the tackle. 4th down, and let's call it long 3. We'll go for it here. 9:08 to go in the ball game. Boudreaux and Corcoran are the halfbacks. Boudreaux with the handoff.
Ooh, good cut back
Crosses
inside.
The 15, maybe to the 14-yard line. He's close. They may have to measure. Let's see.
He got it to the 13. It looks
13.
like a first down.
All right,
Great.
good.
Thank you.
Clock continues to run. Keeping this thing going. It's 8:50 and counting here in the 4th quarter. You listen to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. We are up 49-21 and driving. So a great job offensively this game from the starters.
Drake Mason, number 19, checks in.
There you go.
Drake's a sophomore.
Quarterback, 6 foot, 200 pounds. Good-looking kid.
Yep. Lewis and Williams are the halfbacks.
That was Jemai Lewis.
Yeah. They're going to mark it where?
At the 11.
At the 11. Thank you. So gain of 2. Second down 8. 7:56 to go in the ball game.
Quarterback keeps it, goes up.
Yeah, was there a loose ball on the ground? Let's see.
Well, you know, he was going down towards his head. It looked like he probably, I don't blame him, he put his hand down to maybe brace himself, and the ball came free, but the Patriots got the ball back. Yeah, don't leave your feet, boys. Keep running hard. Good job of pulling the ball, getting some yardage downhill.
Gordon, is it at the 3-yard line? Where's it at?
It's at the 3. It should be a first down.
It's short.
They put it at the first down.
All right, so first and goal from the 3.
Quarterback surveying the defense.
Looks like the quarterback may have kept it up the hole at the middle. Let's see, they got it near the goal line.
Not quite in.
Yeah, Mason kept it.
He kind of looked like he made it to the mesh point and didn't quite put it in all the way, and then just tried to follow the running back in. It didn't quite get there.
Hey, shout out teammate of mine, Gerald Mitchell. The backup quarterback question he's asking, number 16, Reggie Johnson is a junior, and now Mason is a sophomore. So these two young quarterbacks will be our quarterbacks of the future.
Yep.
Second and goal from the 1.
Peyton Liuza and Gavin Leday in the backfield for the Patriots.
Quarterback keeper Mason takes it, and he's in. 6:10 to go in the ball game.
Great job right there. Punching it in for 6 more for the Patriots.
That's Mason with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Even rotating some guys in and out for the swinging gate muddle huddle.
Yep.
Different kicker, or is that Kippers?
Oh, Collins.
Collins, okay. Number 49. Collins is a 5'10", 155-pound sophomore.
No good. Missed it. So with 6:10 to go in the ball game, it's going to be the Patriots 55, Chief 21.
And a good job so far, Kevin. Like I said before, I like seeing the young guys into the ball game. Being able to get some good positive reps, get some film. They have 55 points on the board, so why not? Santaluces 21, and a good ball game for them as well.
Danny, that was an 11-play drive going 49 yards in distance, burning 7:48 off the clock. Mason with a 1-yard touchdown run, and we missed the PAT. But it's 55-21.
Yep.
Well, we did make 7 consecutive PATs.
Yeah, we did.
Kippers will come in to kick it. Now, if you remember last time we did this, Mason took it to the house from 86. Let's see if we can do a better job with the coverage. A little shorter kick. Field of the 20. I believe that's going to be Smith, number 4. It is.
There you go, blow it.
And he's going to be tackled at the 30-yard line. So with 6 minutes to go in the ball game, 1st and 10. Chiefs. And it's the hydration break, so they'll take a quick timeout here. We got a request from Robbie. One of our listeners says, dude, replays are awesome. You ought to do that more on the scoring. So I pass. So thanks for your input. I'll pass it on to Robbie.
Yeah, kind of sometimes at the end of the ball game, they seem to draw on forever and ever and ever when you're up so much and kind of just waiting to get this thing over with. But like I said before, it gives a great opportunity for these young kids to get into the ball game, get some vital film and corrections because, you know, and being a starter, you can look at some of the young guys and help correct them, be a leader. You can also learn from them when they get in, they mess up, or maybe they do something that, you know, you've never thought of, or just to reiterate the tip and the reminder and the technique that you always work. And so, you know, I really like, even though, like I said before, it feels like the game just draws on and on and on because the younger guys get into the ball game and, you know, we're up by so much, but it's really a nice thing for the offense and the defense, the starters to get in there and handle business, and they should take a lot of great pride in knowing that the younger guys were able to get in because they played well.
1st and 10, Chiefs from their own 30. Dawes takes the handoff, comes near side. They do a reverse back to Marion. And great pursuit by the Patriots. Yep. Nice job there. That's going to be Martinez and Jeffrey Curtis on the tackle.
Good job of them just staying at home, Kevin. Sometimes that's hard to defend, and they did a good job of obviously communicating the reverse, getting back to the ball, running to it, and getting them down. He's very shifty, but we were right there to make it happen.
5:31 and counting. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11. DeVoe, plastic pass, throws a deep over the middle. It's going to be caught.
Got it.
And that is Rodriguez on the reception. And they're going to put it at the Patriot 45-yard line. So 1st and 10 Chiefs.
Yep. They've had some success throwing the ball down the field tonight.
Yep, 5 minutes to go in the ball game.
I wouldn't expect it with 5 minutes left to be any different. They're going to attack.
Throws it near side. Marion, in and out of his hands. Dropped at the 38. Well, the Patriots start Catholic League play next week against the Jesuit Blue Jays, so that's the second season, the preseason, and then you get the pre-district season, then the district season, and then of course the postseason. So it's gonna be fun for the next 6 weeks. Fires it complete to Smith. He's gonna be rustled down around the 40-yard line. Excuse me. That's Smith on the reception.
Who's that defender down there? Look like he flipped him, threw him around. That's Prentice Mackion Jr.
4:27 and counting. DeVoe looks near side. Going to fire deep far side. Has a guy by a couple steps. Oh, just overthrew him.
Don't let him eat up that cushion.
That was Marion. He had a step.
Yeah, they eat up that cushion in a hurry. Each up, you got to turn and run. I think that's Frankie down there. 29, yeah. These guys can run.
Fourth and 4:07 to go.
4th and 5.
Yep.
Throw it downfield again. It's been as good an option as any tonight.
Yeah, the ball's at the Patriot 40. Fires it over the middle. Has a guy wide open. Oh, incomplete. And they'll turn it over on downs.
Good job. Defense, safety getting to it, almost there. Yeah, we didn't really have anybody carrying him, but the safety looked like he was there, almost tried to make a play on the ball, dove in front, and quarterback overthrew him just slightly.
So with 3:59 to go in the ball game, the Chiefs turn it over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10, Patriots at their own 40.
What do you think? We should just line up and try to punt? Just to work on it?
No, let's get these young kids some plays.
I'm just joking. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we definitely need to get some of these young boys in the game and let them have some fun.
All right, Mason will stay in the quarterback. See, he's got some good size to him. He's 6 foot, 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Twins receivers to the near side. Left halfback will take it over to center. That's going to be Williams. And he'll get it to the 44. Let's give him 4 yards on that.
Uh-oh, just got an update.
All right.
Moe's Pizza is feeding the Chiefs tonight, baby.
Oh, that's who's doing it. All right.
Yeah, that's what I like to
Oh,
hear.
you know what? I almost asked you about this. I wonder if he's giving them the roast beef po' boys. He only does that on Fridays.
Oh, shoot, that'd be – hey,
What?
save 2, right?
Yeah, Mason with the keeper around the left side. Crosses the 50. Needs to be tackled around the 47-yard line. Well, they can't go wrong with Moe's. Injury timeout. So with 3:10 to go in the ball game. Timeout on the field due to injury. It's the Patriots 55, the Chiefs 21.
Well, hopefully he's okay. You don't want any injuries, especially this late in the ball game. Want to get out here scot-free. Obviously, the Chiefs have a long season to go as well as us, and we want them to be able to enjoy the plane ride home. I wonder if they fly out tonight or tomorrow.
No.
But it looks like he's up and moving around, so that's good.
And for those who don't know, when I said roast beef po' boy, like, yeah, what's so special about the roast beef po' boy? It's actually Jeff does the roast beef po' boy on the muffalata bread.
Yeah.
Only on Fridays.
Only on Fridays. Fantastic.
And even then, you got to beg for it.
Everything he does is fantastic. So.
And look, God's honest truth. Even for the winningest coach, soon to be winningest coach of all time, Coach JT. If Coach goes in there any day of the week, nope, on Friday. He'll get it to him on Friday.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yep. So nope, won't do it. Got a new quarterback, number 10. We'll hand it off to, I believe that's Leday. Let's see, number 10. That's going to be Rice Cohen.
Rice Cohen, yeah.
And then Leday on the carry. Yeah, Moe's Pizza. Some good stuff there, Paw.
Yeah, you're right.
.230 and counting. Another new quarterback. Luke Delott, number 18.
Oh, there you go, Luke. Representing that 1-8, baby.
Yeah.
I like that.
Lewis on the carry.
Yeah, Luke's a freshman QB. Very proud of him continuing to work out. I saw him throwing last week, and I thought he threw the ball really well at practice. Gotten a lot better over the last year or two. Continuing to work at it.
2nd and 7. We'll go to the right. Lewis takes the handoff. Dragon. That's actually not Lewis. That's
got something here.
Williams, excuse me. Number 35, Williams on the carry. All these young guys, a bunch of sophomores and freshmen in the game.
Yeah, man. He's a sophomore, 6 foot, 170 pounds. Good-looking running back for the future there.
Got to the 33-yard line. First down, Patriots.
It's funny, and a lot of people, realizing we're late in the ball game, got a lot of names that we haven't seen or talked about. But it's fun for us because we're able to remember some of these moments
when we were there.
Hey, yeah. Oh, well, and not only that, when we were there, but get to see some of these younger kids grow up over the next 2, 3, 4 years.
That's true.
And we remember when the first time they got in the ball game, or hey, we've said that name before, and we remember when they did this, or remember the first time they ran their first touchdown or something special. So it's nice to watch these young guys grow up before your eyes. And in these 13 years, we've had a lot of that happen up here in the booth.
Leday on the carry, no gain. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Sherry said to me a few weeks ago, Leday, that's my boy. I said, I was looking for your last name, but I didn't. But there it is, Leday. And
39 seconds. This will probably be the last play here.
I guess even the moms listen to us, Kev.
Yeah, we're going to kneel it. 28 seconds. This will be the last play here. Cohen takes a knee.
There you go.
Y'all can hang tight. We'll have a post-game wrap-up and set up next week's broadcast.
And I'll say the the Santaluces Chiefs, they were a class bunch so far tonight, Kevin. They had a little unsportsmanlike on the sideline, but so far they played with good character, good integrity, and we didn't get out of hand, even though the score was kind of out of hand early and often and late. And those guys were a good group. So hopefully we can continue the rivalry and or continue these games and continue to play against teams like this out of Florida. So it just brings our record to one more against the Florida team. So appreciate that opportunity.
And it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots defeat the Santaluces Chiefs by the score of 55-21. Y'all hang tight for our post-game wrap-up.
And for that post-game sponsor, I want to say thank you once again to our good buddy Hot Rod Beloso for Hot Rods Creole. They're locally owned and family operated with generational recipes for your cooking ease and enjoyment. Check out their award-winning jambalaya, gumbo, barbecue sauces. Don't forget the premium garlic butter seasoning, fish fries, seafood mixes, and everything that they offer. You can check out their products at your local grocery store or just go to the website at hotrodscreole.com. Hot Rods Creole is the only way that we Creole.
Well, the Patriots had the ball 6 times in the first half. They scored on the first 5. And they got on the board with 8:58 to go in the first quarter. Prout had a 9-yard touchdown run. Kipper's PAT made it 7-0. They capped off an 8-play, 70-yard drive, taking 2:58 off the clock. Then again, after Jason Curtis had an interception, with 7:02 to go in the quarter, Bruno hit Prout, would end up being a 32-yard pitch and catch. Kippers added a PAT, making it 14-0. That was a 4-play drive, 34 yards in distance, 1:38 off the clock. And then to wrap up the first quarter with 5:44 to go, Prout had a 45-yard touchdown run. Kippers added a PAT, and that put the Patriots up 21-0. And that was a 1-play drive, 45 yards in distance, 8 seconds off the clock. Second quarter was all Patriots again. With 9:08 to go in the half, Kaheem Smith with a 1-yard touchdown run. Kippers added a PAT, put the Patriots up 28-0. That capped off a 11-play drive, 88 yards in distance, burning 6:03 off the clock. But with 6:42 to go in the half, Santaluces got on the board. DeVoe hit Marion with a 61-yard pitch and catch. Clavijo hit the PAT. That made the score 28-7 Patriots. Patriots drove the ball down the field, 62 yards in distance, 6-play drive, taking them 1:40 off the clock. A.J. Smith with an 8-yard touchdown run. Kippers added his 5th PAT, making it 35-7. But with 1:21 to go in the half, DeVoe hit Browder on a 27-yard pitch and catch. They added the PAT, and the halftime score was Patriots 35, Chiefs 14. With 7:21 to go in the third, Bruno had a 3-yard touchdown run. Kippers added a 6 PAT, making it 42-14. And that was a 5-play, 34-yard drive, taking 2:24 off the clock. And the Patriots got on the board again with 2:10 to go in the third. Jack Corcoran with a 7-yard touchdown run. Collins came in, added a PAT, making it 49-14. And that was a 6-play, 50-yard drive, taking 2:55 off the clock. But on the ensuing kickoff, with 1:52 to go in the third, Marion took it to the house from 84 yards out. Clavijo added a PAT, and that made the score 49-21. And then the Patriots got on the board one more time with 6:10 to go in the ballgame. Mason, the quarterback, the third-string quarterback, had a 1-yard touchdown run. Collins missed the PAT, making it 55-21. And that capped off an 11-play drive, going 49 yards in distance, taking 7:48 off the clock. And then the Patriots just ended up running the clock out there. To improve to 2-0 on the season, the Chiefs are now 3-1. Coach JT is now 6-17, 77-6. So he's 4 wins away from tying the record, 5 wins away from being the all-time winningest coach in the sport of football. And with this win against Santaluces, the Patriots are now 10-2 versus teams from the state of Florida. So congratulations to the guys tonight on the great effort. Your thoughts on tonight's ball game?
Yeah, I thought it was a great effort for the Patriots. I thought they were very efficient on offense, did pretty well on special teams. Defense, I thought, played very, very well. I kind of think, if you look at the score, it really wasn't, I'd say the 21 points was a little gimmicky. I hate to use the word gimmicky, but they made some big plays, and they deserved to. But I thought the defense played better than the 21 points on the board is what I'm trying to say. I thought they played very well. Got after the QB. DBs played very well. Linebackers all over the field. Defensive line got after him, and I felt like he was uncomfortable all night. Like I said, without just completing a few deep balls from, big athletic receiver, we pretty much shut him down. So a great effort defensively and all around for the Patriots. So Big Blue, very proud of you guys. Glad we got out of here pretty healthy and ready to rock and roll for next week in the district play.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of, the Patriots will be right back here at the Shrine on Airline when we open up district play against the Jesuit Blue Jays. Like our chances there. The Patriots have had the best of the Blue Jays in recent years, and now it's the second season. This is going to help our position in the playoffs. Got to get better every week. There'll be another home game, so we encourage everybody to come back out here to the Shrine on Airline. And, of course, if you live out of town or you can't make it, we'll have the broadcast for you right here on via YouTube, JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock, and, again, our pregame will start at 6:45. Any final comments from you before we take off for the week?
No, buddy, just proud of these guys. Continue to work hard in practice. Each and every week is a new week, so let's get going and get ready for Jesuit this coming week.
Again, safe travels to the Santaluces Chief as you go back to Florida. Good luck to you guys for the rest of your season. Hope y'all win the championship, win your district, and hopefully contend for a state title in the state of Florida as well. Again, we appreciate all you guys listening to us on the broadcast. On behalf of Gordon Hebert, Robbie User, Danny Wimpron, and Kevin Fayard, until next week, September 22nd, here at the Shrine on Airline, where the Patriots take on the Jesuit Blue Jays. 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:45 pregame. Join us here. And again, tonight, the John Curtis Christian Patriots defeat the Santaluces Chiefs by a score of 55-21. Until next week, go Big Blue.
God bless.